Starts again. Hey everybody, welcome to Things Are Getting Sketchy. We're doing Muppets 80's edition, so all things 80's, of course. Tonight we have a full house. We have Kelly Williams with us again.
Hi.
Hey, Mike
Kelly.
Rooth.
Ahoy, hoy.
Karl Waller.
Howdy.
And Thomas, who I'm trying to fix his feet at the moment.
Hello.
Hey guys, how's everything going so far?
Not too shabby.
Yeah. Things getting weird here in North Carolina again. It's going to be 20 degrees tonight.
Whoa.
Yeah. I thought I was in the south.
Today we had what we call in Canada a sunny blizzard, where it was literally beaming sunlight all day, but a blizzard. So it was a very strange mix of things. Yeah. It was crazy because it was snowing like mad, but it was brightly sunny. So I don't understand. Yeah.
So Mike, what are you going to be drawing tonight, man? What are you going to be doing tonight? What's your theme?
I'm kind of figuring it out, but I decided to go. I'm still doing 80s, but I decided to go down the cartoon road instead, and I just want to get a little further ahead before I say what it is, because it's kind of funny, but it'll kind of spoil it if you see me doing the nuts and bolts of it at this moment. But yeah, it's a Muppets mashed up with one of my favorite cartoons from the 80s.
All right. I'm doing this deliberately to mess with Stefan.
No, please take over while I fix this.
And I thought I would... Initially, I was going to go with some sort of poltergeist theme. You know, with maybe Miss Piggy at the TV looking over her shoulder, looking at you saying, "We're here, they're here," that kind of thing. But I couldn't get anything to make me... It was not to make me happy. So I decided instead I'm going to go with the Thing.
Nice.
And what I'll have here is I've got McCready, and the Thing is going to be made up of Muppets.
Oh yes.
We're gonna have. I put in the Swedish Chef is going to be in the back. One of the chickens is bursting out. We'll have Beaker, Animal. Linda talked me into putting Pepe in there. So that's going to be my contribution to the evening.
Sweet.
Kelly, what do you got going on, Kelly?
Reanimator with the Bunsen and Beaker.
That's great.
That's crazy.
All right, and now that I got Thomas able to be on screen, Thomas, want to tell us what you got going on?
Well, I have Gonzo is Indiana Jones. So he's got to be anyway. And we'll have his little pedestal with the idol and his idols and chicken.
Of course, Camille.
So that should be pretty funny.
Yeah, there's so much possibility with the Muppet mashups. It's exciting.
Yeah, there's just too much you can do.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about going the They Live route and doing Peppy the Prawn as Roddy Piper. Do that movie poster up or something like that, because Stefan had ages ago the great idea of Pepe Le Prawn, Roddy Pepe for our wrestling mashups, and I just thought that was brilliant. So I was determined to draw Pepe today, so I've decided to go in a slightly different direction, but I think it'll be fun. Most people will probably figure it out right away. I'm just saving the bad guy for now, because that'll kind of give it away. I'll just tell you what I'm doing. I'm doing Bono versus Sam Ra in an homage to the Thundercats.
Nice.
So you're really bad at holding down in Christmas gifts too, aren't you?
Terrible.
I'm not good at that either.
Aw.
But other than that, I was racing all day to get a cover done for Dynamite. I'm doing another issue of that Project Superpowers. I'm actually drawing a cover for every issue of that series. And they're always due on the 15th of every month, so I wanted to come in a day or two early on this one because I kind of came in right under the wire last time, and I don't like getting so close like that, but shit happens, and it's just the way it goes.
Okay. Crisis averted. Everyone's on screen. We're doing well here now. All right. So what else have you guys been doing this week besides, busting your hump, getting the diamond covers done? Anybody else got anything going?
Just pages and pages and pages.
Yeah.
Which book are you working on, Kelly?
Still working on the Captain Slav one that's coming out from Scout. Closing in on the end of that, though.
Nice.
And then I have no idea.
Karl, how's Axel's coming?
Slow and steady. I keep getting other freelance stuff that's biting into me.
That's the way it goes.
Gosh dang paying work.
Yeah.
Stop.
Stupid comics.
Money.
Yeah, like that's the crazy thing. I've worked every day so far this year, but I haven't actually been paid for anything I've worked on with the exception of a couple of sketch covers, like Last Ronin covers, because publishers just kind of take their sweet time paying you sometimes, and like you get that net 60 thing happening, and sometimes you get that net 90 thing happening, and you're like, I'm starving to death here, guys. Like, I'm working every day for you, and I'm starving to death. But, that's the way she goes. Sometimes.
I don't sense any animosity there at all.
No, it's all just, after doing it this long, it's almost like, yeah, okay, I guess I'll just do what I've been doing for 22 years, which is to figure out how to eat and live for 2 months with no income, It's,
yeah.
Good times. Good times being a freelancer. But,
you can never seem to... It's not the money is necessarily bad, it's liquidity,
Well, that's it, yeah.
One thing, if you could have some sort of X amount of money already there as padding. But I don't know a lot of freelancers who are able to pull that off.
Yeah. And then it's like with comics too, like especially the stuff that I've been, Dodge has been crowdfunded, right? So, we really just make enough to print and pay the, make the book happen kind of thing and cover our expenses and our shipping and that. But like, I've been on Dodge for like 4 years. I haven't made any money. You know what I mean? I've made some cool comic books and I'm still making more. But yeah, it's just kind of tough. It's that's just the nature of the beast, though. It's like I haven't done any commissions really, other than like Last Ronin stuff, which I'm doing kind of because the Last Ronin covers and stuff that I've been doing are still sort of fresh. But other than that, I haven't really done any commissions since like 2020, which is kind of crazy. So I don't know, it's a little weird. That'll change this week because we got Toronto Comic Con this week and we got Justin coming up. And I'll be sitting there with Hugh and we won't be very far away from Casey and some of our other friends in Toronto. And I think it's going to be a pretty good show. I think the Toronto crowd is pretty hungry and Justin's bringing a wagon full of books with him. And I think it's going to be a good weekend.
Thought I'd get a little experimental with this one and go with a much rougher tooth on the paper.
I've actually
let the paper do the work.
Yeah, it's weird. I actually found like I've had this block of hot press, nice old Arches hot press. It's a weird size though. It's 10 by 14. So I think I tucked it away ages ago because it's kind of no good for comics or anything. And just found it today, and I was like, "Oh man, I love this stuff because it's kind of off-white and it's old paper too. Like this is a paper I got from a friend who passed on. I inherited this a ton of his art supplies, and it's just amazing the amount of stuff I have, like the watercolor stuff in particular. I have a lot of it's just huge sheets of cold press paper, but there was this one block of a hot press which I just love working on. I just worked on it in forever, so that's kind of nice. I love the way the color bounces off. It's kind of a slightly off-white, natural white colored paper. So, yeah.
So apparently Justin is in the back, besides yelling at me for having the wrong title. The title didn't save, so just to make sure everyone knows, this is not the Aftershock Happy Hour with Garth Ennis. if anybody's jumping on board looking to see where Garth Ennis is, he's not here. And Justin is not on the show, so he wants everybody to know that he's able to bid today.
Oh wow! Ah, the destroyer cometh. All right, I gotta find some. I think next week is the Masters of the Universe week, right?
Yeah, when you guys are in tournament.
Man.
Yeah, so I kind of wanted to scratch that itch, kind of make an attempt to scratch that itch with this Thundercats piece, like, a similar kind of vibe. So yeah, it'll be fun. Just remember what Lino's weird halter top, half shirt, Mick Jagger, tummy exposed shirt looks like.
You realize Thundercats aren't He-Man, right?
Oh, I do realize that.
You're not wearing one right now.
I just wouldn't need to scratch a familiar kind of itch in that way, because I couldn't think of any cool He-Man mashups, although there's probably a million of them.
I almost did the Muppets. Because, I was like, well, that was the 80s too. So.
Just go straight Muppet, yeah. Just, yeah. Totally, yeah.
A mashup with the Muppet Babies.
Yeah, I would have canceled the show instantly.
I was waiting to hear the response to that.
I am waiting for someone to test me on that.
I'm not a fan of the babies, huh, Stefan?
No.
Yeah.
One day I'm gonna draw Transgo Joe-Bot from Muppet Babies just to satisfy that. I was gonna do Thundar and Ookla today, but it occurred to me that you can't really do Ookla without drawing Ookla, and there's not really sure, I could dress Sweetums up as Ookla, but no one's gonna get it because he's got to have that Ookla face.
Yeah, he's got to have that jaw and
so
yeah, that would be a hard one to mash up.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would work just because people would see the Thundar character.
Yeah.
They put two and two together, but yeah, you're right. It would be a difficult one to do.
It could be,
but
yeah.
You could just do Ookla as a Muppet.
That's true. I had thought about that. Just do Muppet versions of them, do the generic Muppets human version, but give them that blonde Prince Valiant haircut, for Thundar. And that could work.
Yeah, still a mashup, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Vanessa, welcome. Sorry, I saw a new name. Wanted to make sure we said hello.
Howdy.
So what process are you doing here, Thomas? What's with all the Michelin Man type things? What is this?
These are the bones of the figure right now, and I'm trying to get them posed in such a way that it'll make sculpting on them easy. Because what I do after I make all of these bones that look like the Michelin Man, I wrap a skin around them. And then the skin becomes the clay that I can actually sculpt on.
Oh.
So the bones look kind of like the wire and the tinfoil, if you were doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent.
You don't have to cut yourself doing this. I used to do
Yeah.
with the wire. That was bad business.
Ooh. I gotta get back into sculpting.
Man, I loved when I had to do it for the class, and I bought all extra material going, oh, I am going to do this all the time. I haven't done one since.
I always get serious, like, okay, in this comic, I'm going to design my characters, and then I'm going to sculpt a bunch of busts like this so I can like them any way I want, and then I always get all like, yeah, I'm going to do that. And then I spend way too long totally not getting it right the first time, and then I just give up. And then like 6 months later, I pick up my clay again, and I'm like, yeah, I was meant to sculpt. I should be sculpting all the time. And then another 6 months goes by, and I'm like, fuck, where's my clay? Oh yeah, clay. I'm sculpting. It's just I never stick with it. I need to give myself like a 2-week marathon clinic on just sculpting and messing around with wireframes and just doing it. And I think that'll be good because I feel like it was something that'd be really useful, just going forward, drawing anything. I think when you work in 3D, and I know Thomas knows this, like you spend time playing with clay and thinking about stuff in 3D and being able to turn it around in your hands. And when you comes down to drawing it, it becomes just easier. It becomes more obvious, what you need to do. I think.
Yeah, absolutely. You get to the point where you can see more 3D in your head before you actually do the drawing. So it does help.
Who's rebuilding? Okay, things are getting sketchy. Home cabinet edition.
Right? Bob Vila edition.
Oh my god, you guys could hear that?
Yeah, we could.
I think that's it's like just my wife getting ice out of the freezer.
Okay, Kelly, what horror-themed hoodie or sweater are you wearing tonight?
I am not, but I am wearing. I guess I forgot. I am wearing a Phantasm 2 T-shirt.
Nice. Okay. All right.
It's actually a little warm in here, so no sweater.
Yeah, we got one cool day in the I guess whatever that storm was that ripped down the East Coast finally got to us this evening. So we're in the low or high 60s. So it's actually a good night finally. But man,
it's just this room in particular that's warm. It's actually like in the 20s.
Oh.
We got it was like 70 for like a week and a half, and then we got hit with the snow stuff last night. We got like 2 or 3 inches.
Oh, wow.
And it's all gone now. It's all just melted away.
That's what it's like when it snows here in Tucson. It's on the ground for like 15 minutes and then just gone.
Right.
What is this snow you speak of? Yeah.
Up here, it tends to snow and then hang around for a long time.
And then it's July.
And then it's July, and everything is just wet from everything's wet from basically May until October, and then the rain season starts. It's kind of like that. It's no good. Southern Ontario humidity shit is out of control sometimes. You really know it in the summertime. It's like comparable to Florida, I think, in some ways in terms of the humidity.
Yeah, because you got the lakes there that just pump that humidity.
Yeah.
So I remember living off the lake in Wisconsin. It was the same way. Summers were just like that end of July stretch to early August was just brutal. The humidity was just, coating.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everything. Karl, did you guys get snow?
No, we have not. Just nice cold.
All right. That's why
Cold and wind.
Another friend of mine in North Carolina, but she's, I think, a little more inland. I saw a picture of her yard this morning. It was, it looked like it could have been further north. It was so snow covered.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh shit! I didn't realize you were actually doing McCready in it. Oh man. I thought you were making one of the Muppets. Oh.
No, it's McCready and the Muppets, boy.
All right, well, I'm going to leave the show. You guys are on your own.
Being right now I'm giving myself my treat to start because I'm melting. God damn it! What are their names again? The two old men on the show.
Statler and Waldorf?
Statler and yeah. I'm kind of melting their faces together, like in that classic thing way here.
Nice.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, man, that's like McCready.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now I am kind of upset that I'm not going to get to bid on this one.
He did say he was going to mess with you, man.
Well, you know, I because he said something about Pepe earlier, so I thought he was making Pepe McCready, and like, which is cool, but I didn't realize he's actually, yeah, damn it.
I kind of got him pretty good here too.
Someone out there will buy it for you, Stefan.
You know, I'm just trying to think. Okay, my birthday's not till August. It's already past Christmas. What can we go for? Oh, Arbor Day is right around the corner. That's my big one.
There you go.
Call Lyndon, tell her to bid.
I'm serious. Arbor Day is my big holiday. That one's my one. We do Swamp Thing we're doing Swamp Thing Man Thing battle this year for Arbor Day.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yep.
We'll need Kelly on that show too.
I think he signed
When
up
is
on
that?
Let me check the calendar. It's always like the third Friday in April, so I don't know the actual date. Hold on 1 second. So we do it obviously the Saturday after, but
Right.
yeah, you get it. Oh yeah, it's actually the shit. No, well, Kelly won't be on it, but that's the live show from Cleveland.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So.
Man.
Oh yeah, we may be able to hook you in. I mean, we'll just figure it out because yeah, I'm willing to crowd the screen. Actually, afterwards we'll talk about it. But I have a new way of bringing everybody in instead of Skype. I just want to make sure it's going to work the way I think it's going to work, and that way you guys will just log into a site. Yeah, but it works. It's peer to peer, so I just got to make sure that everyone's got enough juice to support their end. Yeah, so it's on the 30th of April is the Swamp Thing Man Thing Arbor Day. Yeah.
I haven't checked my list. Am I going to be there? Or...
No, because that one I got Hugh and Sean with me in Cleveland.
Okay.
And Mike and Maria signed up. Buddy, you need to get on that spreadsheet, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, everybody else has done their homework. Yeah, I felt bad. MPB hit me up tonight. He thought he was on the show tonight. And I was like, oh, no, you're in the next Muppets one in a couple weeks. He's like, oh, good. I was like, oh, good. He's a good guy. But he's going to be on the next Muppet Wrestling one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And just let you know, there's one open slot for the Rick and Morty night. So anybody want that, you can jump in.
I'll take it.
Is that Kelly?
When is that? Yeah. When is it?
Yeah, it's the 16th of April.
Yeah, I'll take that. I actually almost signed up for it, but I don't know. I started feeling like I'm signing up for like all of them and taking spots. So
Oh, no.
That's what I felt like too.
Didn't want to be a needy baby, greedy baby. I get it.
yeah.
I actually took my name off a couple because I'm like, this is getting out of control.
Yeah, like Maria said the same thing. She's like, "Hey, I know I picked a lot. If anybody wants one of those nights, just let me know. You can bump me off."
Totally. Yeah.
Well, just looking at the list, I was like, oh, I want that one. Oh, look at that. I got to do that too.
Yeah, there's a lot of great themes. I was super happy with that.
Yeah, well, the Rick and Morty night was actually Justin's idea because he's like, "Why have we never done Rick and Morty with Troy and Hugh?" I'm like, "Because you've never said it until now." I was like,
That's why.
I was like, "Yeah, but you're right. We need to do a Rick and Morty night with Hugh and Troy."
Yeah, man. Troy's awesome. Can't wait to see him in a couple weeks in PEI.
Yeah, I saw that he and Brenda are going to be there.
Yeah,
Cool.
they live there. They Islanders.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Vanessa came up with the best idea. I can have a just because day. So doesn't have to wait for my birthday or Arbor Day or anything. Anybody wants to bid on this piece for me, I will happily accept gifts.
I like the way Vanessa thinks.
Yeah, that's what I told her.
just because we love Stefan Day.
Aw, I like that day. I'm easy to please.
I thought it was hilarious that you whipped out that Indiana Jones Kermit the Frog figure when I told you what I was doing. Like, wow, he must have had that like right there.
Yeah, it's right on my shelf, right behind me. So yeah, the minute you showed me, I was like, yeah, that's why I'm definitely getting one of these because I got to get it to go with my Kermit.
Oh yeah.
That's
the diorama. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. What?
I was gonna say this is almost like a diorama with the whole set that I'm doing over here.
Oh, I won't say no to that. I'll jump in on that.
You got room for it?
I'll make room for it.
That's the spirit.
True collector right there.
I just rented a 15 by 10 storage unit this week, so.
Oh wow.
I've moved out all my video equipment that I don't use on a regular now. So I've got so much more room in my office. For, the important stuff. Toys. And art.
Action figures.
Sure. If I take them out of the package, are they still action figures or they become toys?
Well, if that's the case, then I definitely have way more toys than anything else.
Nice. See, I think they need to be out. I mean, I get the collector part of it, blah, 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 but I like to pose my shit.
Yeah.
I think the last time I remember when I finally just said enough of this nonsense, was when episode 1 came out and they did the big toy launch and everything. I went and bought a bunch of stuff.
You were young and dumb. It's okay.
But, I also still had a bunch of other unopened Star Wars stuff. And we ended up spending a night just sitting on the floor opening up all of it.
Oh,
and,
that's a holiday on its own. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. And part of it was because I just hated the idea, thinking about, I was, at the store grabbing action figures, practically in front of kids and stuff. And I was it just feels horrible, that I'm just getting them to, stick them in a box or, on a shelf somewhere.
When you're taking them out of a kid's hand in the store, that's when you know you got a problem.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I swear there's been times where maybe I'm not doing it, but I feel like I'm doing it.
You mean the anguish of the Kelsey Grammer character in Toy Story 3 didn't convince you? That what you were doing was wrong?
Nope. Kelsey Grammer gonna teach me nothing.
What was that character's name?
I never saw 3.
It was a sheriff, right? Or it was a minor?
I don't even remember.
He was like a miner or something like that.
It wouldn't,
like an Old West.
Prospector.
There you go. That sounds right.
Stinky Pete, apparently, is what. Thank you, Dan.
Grammer was a good voice for that.
Oh, Kelsey Grammer's got a great voice.
Yeah.
All right, so apparently size matters for Justin. He's asking how big's everyone's piece tonight. So, Kelly, is yours 9 by 12?
It is 11 by 15.
11 by 15, that's what it was. All right. Carl, what are you working on? 11 by 17?
11 by 17.
Mike?
I'm 10 by 14.
All right. And
Mine's the biggest.
I'm on a 17-inch monitor.
Yeah, I was about to say. And Thomas is, it's as big as you can pay for.
Yeah, it's as big as I can print it.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to refresh my drink.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, I wish I could do that Arbor Day thing. I'd have to do a triple feature and add the heap.
Well, like I said, we got a little bit of time before that, and I got that new way of bringing everybody in. So we'll test it because again, if it works the way I think it's going to work, I mean, we can have as many people as we want. Like I said, it's peer to peer, so you have to make sure that you have enough juice to support your stream. But I'll explain.
I should.
Well, I'm only 57. My stream's still pretty good.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I should have known better.
I can still get my name in the snowman.
Hey, Thomas. Your audio's kind of dropped down.
Oh, you got me now?
Yeah, you're coming up a little strong. Yeah, people couldn't hear you on the stream, but you were coming in a little soft.
Oh well, if I actually move my microphone down in front of my mouth, that might help.
You know,
instead of pointing it towards the ceiling like a.
Pretend you're in a helicopter, buddy. Put that mic right up.
Good
there.
Lord, man.
Much better. Much better. Okay, now I'm gonna go refresh my drink. Keep the conversation going, guys.
This part where we say all the obnoxious stuff about Stefan while he is away.
Yeah.
He's got a weird voice.
Okay. It's always weird to hear your own voice. I can never stand that.
You can probably still hear us.
That's the goal, right?
Ray, I can hear you, Ray. Yeah, I couldn't get that poltergeist idea to kind of gel. You know? I was gonna roll with there's that shot in the movie where the shit's hitting the fan and the mom is in the hallway and that creature is menacing her in the hallway.
I was just thinking of that.
Yeah.
You know, and you could tell that the effect was they did it underwater.
Yep.
It's got that, you know, that look. And I'm like, what can I do with this? And then I'm looking at the background going, I am not going to do all this perspective. And all his furniture and his lamp. And no. And plus, to make it really work, it would have had to have been a horizontal piece. So I just said, nope.
I thought about doing my brain just broke. American Werewolf in London. Kind of like that cover, you know, or the poster. But for some reason, I just was having a really hard time deciding on who to use for it when this came up, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that solves it. I don't need to worry about it."
Jack the Meatloaf.
I gotta watch that movie again, man. I haven't seen that in years and years.
It still holds
up.
Oh yeah,
I know. It's so great.
That's been forever for me.
I had a magazine when I was a kid that showed how they did some of the special effects, and they had kind of like sort of like a gallery of them putting the makeup on them and, you know, shooting it at different stages and stuff, and just blew my, you know, 9-year-old mind apart looking at that stuff.
Was it a Starlog? I think I had one.
I
want to say I had a Starlog that had that kind of thing.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe it was. I honestly can't remember what the magazine was. I just remember it was that was always open to that section. I was a werewolf nut when I was a kid, and yeah.
They are the best of the Universal monsters.
That movie made me into a werewolf nut. Actually.
Yeah,
right? Totally.
Yeah. I remember though when I was a kid wanting more of like when you finally see the werewolf, you know. It's kind of like an evolution to a wolf, right? And I always kind of like a full wolf, and I kind of always want the wolf man, like the monster, you know, the hybrid kind of thing, as opposed to just, you know, the full, like, he's just a giant wolf tearing apart the town thing.
Sure.
Piccadilly Square.
Yeah. Man, it's so good. I gotta watch that again.
Rick Baker, that was his dream gig. And he was in the middle. He was getting ready to work on The Howling.
Okay. Yeah.
He hauled off and handed that to Rob Bottin, who was an apprentice to him. So that was Rob Bottin's first, like, really cool big deal.
The Howling I watched about a year ago, and it was delightful. It was so nice to see it again. It'd been a very long time.
I also recently watched it and all of its sequels.
Oh, I was just about to say.
Oh my God!
How deep did you
Went
go
down
down
real
the
fast.
storyline?
And I kind of like, I knew that, I remembered that they were, well, they are what they are, and but by the time you get to it, it's like the end of them. It's just like when they go to the castle thing, and that whole thing is just like, I spent more of the movie trying to figure out why it was even happening. Like the movie in general, like why it even happened. But I loved it because it's so horrible.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that's
some
it.
things you gotta kind of just like for what it is. But yeah,
Yeah.
But I mean, even then, the werewolves were really getting kind of
Oh God, yeah.
on the cheap. Like they're going up to the Ginger Bites set, going, "Hey, you guys done with those? Can we borrow them?"
Right. Well, at that point, they're like, okay, guys, we're just gonna show like
A claw
mid-transformation, and then you guys get the idea.
yeah, you know what's happening. And then someone gets scraped across the chest with the claw, and they come on screen. Oh.
What did you guys think of Wolfen?
I liked it. I haven't watched it in a long time.
I'll say it's been years since I've seen it.
Yeah, I remember liking it back in the day.
I don't really remember it. Have to watch that again, I guess.
What about Silver Bullet?
Yeah,
That's one of my favorites.
I enjoyed the book, the story more.
Did you have the one that had the illustrations by Bernie Wrightson?
Yes.
Oh, that was so good.
That was
Unfortunately,
an incredible book. My buddy Galacto Dave had that book, man, and we like, oh wow, like I remember that just ripped my head apart. That the interiors on that were just incredible.
Yeah, before I realized what I had. Yeah, unfortunately.
I stole that book.
Nice.
I was at a
That's the book to steal, man.
Yeah,
That's
if
the
you're
one.
gonna, if you're gonna do
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
I was with my mom at a grocery store, and they had it on the magazines for some reason.
Nice.
And I was trying to get her to get it, and she wasn't doing it. And I was like, "Well,
I'm getting this
all right
one.
then." So I
Forced your hand.
Yeah, this is on you, Mom.
I wrapped it around my leg and pulled my sock up over it.
Nice.
The book was called Cycle of the Werewolf, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had both that and the Stephen King, short story. 'Cause it was part of something else. I forget.
Right.
Oh, so Jay said he got hooked on Universal Monsters when he read the Creature Commandos comics.
Oh yeah.
Those were good, yeah. Have you guys seen the, because, again, I'm going down the animated stuff. Have you guys seen the Death in the Family movie? Sorry.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, where but it's not actually the Death in the Family movie. It's an anthology video.
Huh.
Because I watched it because I thought it was going to be Death in the Family, but then it's like, okay, this is like, it starts with Clark and Bruce having dinner, almost like, Dinner with Andre type thing. And he's telling the story of, Jason's return as the Red Hood. And they're basically just reusing clips from the Red Hood.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, it's pretty cheap. But then they go into the the Sergeant Rock story. And the Sergeant Rock story, he's leading the Creature Commandos.
Oh wow.
That if you only watch one story from that movie, that's the one to watch. It was awesome. Like, I want a full feature of that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry for the noise, guys. I'm just there we go.
You're waxing?
The Band-Aid.
Sounded like a bag of kitty litter getting thrown against the wall.
No, I just got a thing in the mail yesterday, which I'm very excited about, and I thought I would show you guys if it is what I think it is. And it was just really well packed, that's all.
I just want to Alicia says stories of theft makes her like our artists even more, and Vanessa agrees.
Well, I got a story to tell you then.
You guys want to see the coolest shit ever? Because this might just be the coolest shit ever.
I would say don't set the bar too high.
I don't know, man. It's gonna be hard to beat this. You guys might remember this.
Nice.
Okay.
Is that from the Kickstarter or is that the original?
Yeah, the Kickstarter one, man.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's pretty
And
cool.
I actually splurged. Oh yeah. So this is the color,
Wow.
but I also splurged because I thought, fuck it, life is too short, and I got the edition, which is all hot press paper pull-out prints.
Oh yeah.
You can color them, like actually color them. So I might actually. I mean, it feels weird to offer like commissions of this because it's Bernie's work and I would just be coloring it, but it's nice hot press paper, and I kind of feel like I don't know. I kind of
Beautiful.
I should paint up a couple, man,
So-
and just
Yeah.
even if I donate the money to Bernie's family or something like that. I just want to. I love this book. I never had it as a kid, but a friend of mine did, and it is just out of control. It's just so amazing.
So, Mike, that's not like the original one. It's a
No,
reprint?
No.
This is a reprint. This is a reprint. Yeah, the original one I think was a slightly smaller edition. This is gigantic. This is huge. It's like
It's beautiful.
yeah.
Are you
It's,
gonna hate me if I tell you I have that?
you know what? I won't hate you. I probably love you a little more though, because it's a really cool thing to have.
Well, nobody wanted to color on it.
I had one. My friends, like his brother, got to it with the crayons and just fucked up every page with purple crayons.
Oh.
Every page of it. But we could see through it and enjoy the drawings. But this showed up this week in the mail, and I got very, very excited. So yeah. Anyway,
You know, I thought I backed that. Maybe I didn't.
I'm wondering if if it's printed in Canada, which might be why. Well, no, it's not. It came from Texas. Yeah, it came from that Nakatomi from Austin, Texas. There. So
Right? Yeah.
you know what? I don't know.
I may not have. I may have slept
It was
on.
pretty pricey, dude. It was I can't remember what it all came to. I think I jumped in. There might have been some kind of early bird deal to get both. I can't exactly remember, but I remember it coming to like. By the time it converted, I think it came out to almost $200, and I was just like,
Wow.
I never do this, but like, it was because it was printed on the beautiful hot press paper, and I just had to. I don't know. I needed to relax, something like that. I could color with watercolor and relax, and I don't know, do something good with that artwork. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Fun, yeah.
Dig into my inks.
Yeah, almost.
Doing all this stuff up top. I'm running out.
Did you ever get the book Freak Show that Bryson did back in Desperado days?
I don't know if I did.
Bruce Jones wrote, Bernie did the art.
No, I'm not sure. I don't think so.
All right.
I think I know what you're talking about. I didn't have it though.
Yes, you just send me your birthdays. I was moving to the new storage unit. I found a box that had all my Desperado books, and I forgot I had several of those. They're signed, so I'll send you guys.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Seriously? Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
That is
I only need
very
one
nice.
copy for my collection, so.
My birthday is the same as America's birthday.
Yeah, I know yours. Yeah. America. Yeah.
America.
Mine's
Mine's
the
probably
same
close
as
to.
Star Wars' birthday. If that. Oh.
You have a Star Wars birthday?
Yeah. I was born the year before it came out.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I like hearing that kind of shit. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Are we still talking about episode 1?
No, the real first Star Wars.
Okay, good.
That is the real first Star Wars. Come on.
Yeah, I just want to make sure because we could cut your feed real quick.
Yeah.
Actually, is that a Mandalorian tattoo you have on your forearm there?
It is.
I thought so.
All right.
Did we not have this conversation? Did I have this somewhere else?
That might have been
somewhere
on the
else.
show.
Yeah. We don't have to
Yeah.
go any further. I was just asking.
No.
I don't need to know your life story. I was just asking for identification.
I think it's because the host of the show, of the other show, also has one or something like that. There was something like that. I thought.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just talking about how like I'm real stoked that like I have all these Disney tattoos now.
Okay, Vanessa calls it Level Up Day. I like that. Her Level Up Day is the same as Flag Day for America.
Nice.
I like Level Up Day. Yes, and Rob said Canadian birthdays are celebrated 3 months before the actual date.
I love it.
Yeah. So your Gonzo's a hollow Gonzo, like an Easter bunny.
Yeah, that's his pants.
Ah.
Nice.
Well, it's gonna be anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I had like a Gonzo action figure once that had like a purple, kind of like a purple, like lounge suit, kind of like a 70s style suit.
Yeah, I still got
And I
him.
think he had like a rose or a microphone or something in his hand. I can't remember.
Yeah, he has actually both accessories because he has the roses to give to Camille. Because he comes he comes with Camille, the mic, and the roses.
There was one that was
I have
stuck
the
in his
action
hand,
figure.
though. I thought one that was like one that was like part of the mold of the one hand. I thought.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm just.
It might just be in the package in its hand. Because the one I have, it's 3 different accessories.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this was a pretty old toy. This was going.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the. Yeah, there might
I wish
be.
I had it.
I'm talking about the Muppet toys that came out 10 years ago when they were really pumping them out. Yeah.
They were nice too.
Oh, they're great.
They're great for reference, actually, for these Muppet mashup shows because, you know, if you have them handy or you can find pictures of them, they're pretty cool because you get the whole sense of like their. Because some of them, you know, Muppets, you only ever see them from like the waist up on screen. So like, what does this guy's legs look like? You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really a little disappointed that no one's ever given Bobo any love yet. Yeah, I think Bobo's primed for wrestling. We'll have to get him in there.
Samra was almost Mum Rolf, but I decided because Sam is blue, it would work better.
Oh yeah.
You know.
And Samra flows better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can just make, you know, essay. For me, these things, like, that's why I never thought of doing, like, a Muppet version of Ookla or Thunder. Because for me, it's always about, like, a name hook a little bit. It's got to have a...
Yep.
You got to make it... For me, it's got to work a little bit with the name.
Yeah, oh no, I'm there too, because I came up with one, like, nope, I'm not sending that to him. I was like, as soon as I said it to myself, I was like, no, you don't say that word.
Oh, jeez.
Well, it was Sam the Eagle and Rambo. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, no.
Sure.
Because I was like, Sam the Eagle is, you know, but then I was saying, okay, maybe Sam is Commando, but no, Rambo's more iconic than Commando. I was like, I'll just go with Sam as the Last Starfighter. So, yeah, I really wasn't coming up with the name hooks today. They just weren't flowing.
Although Samando kind of works.
Ah,
There you go.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
All right.
Put that one in the bank for later.
Yep. Because, you know, he would look fucking awesome with, like, the, you know, 6-pack and the big gun.
Yeah, the M60 under the one arm. Yeah.
Yeah. You just have to hide his boner, because, you know, he totally would have. Oh, Rob's saying he's picturing Sam as Jaga.
That's Jaga. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works too.
Oh, and I think Vanessa's talking about like a Muppet Gonzo figure. I'm not sure what this one is though. She liked or Muppets in general. Okay, she liked the ones that came from McDonald's back in the early '90s.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, I was never. I'm of a certain age that I missed like that Happy Meal toys thing. Yeah, I was too old for it by the time that actually became a thing.
I wasn't like into that, but the comic shop I worked at, a lot of the
okay,
people.
the comic shop, wink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess you didn't have a bunch of Beanie Babies then, Stefan, huh?
No, I only ever had one because one was gifted to me because, it was a friend like, oh, you're a collector. These are collecting things here. I'm like, awesome. Because it was a gift. I still have it. It was a purple cat, so it's kind of like Panther, and I was like, I'll take that. Yeah, I got sad meals. Definitely, Rob.
Sad meals.
In my opinion, any meal from McDonald's is a sad meal.
Hey,
You definitely get sad afterwards.
I remember this weird toy from McDonald's when I was just a little kid, like maybe 5 or 6, and it was like a Star Trek. It might have been Wrath of Khan, or even I think it was actually Star Trek the motion picture themed toy, and it had like, oh man, was it like a? It was like a little viewing type scope and you could slide these panels of artwork, and it would kind of move through the story. And I can't remember how it was constructed. It was almost like something you'd kind of look through, and then you'd kind of have this window, this viewpoint. You could kind of pull the panels of artwork through it, and it would show different scenes from the movie or something. But it's a very weird memory. I remember it being a piece of junk to try to build, because I think they used to make you build your toys back then too. Here's a box full of parts, kid. Off you go.
Well, DIY toy action, nice. Possible. I mean, like, yeah, that sounds like something they would do before they really start getting full toys into it. She wasn't even double digits back then. Oh, man, she's just throwing the shade now. Vanessa's like, oh, I'm a young kid. Wait, Vanessa, does that make you a millennial, or are you just on the cusp of Gen X? It's very important how you answer that question.
Yeah, think carefully.
Because it's whether I block you from this channel or not. No.
Take some time.
Yeah. Rob was saying you remember that it was like one of those Eclipse pinhole cameras crossed with the Viewmaster.
Yeah, that's exactly what it kind of was. Yeah, Viewmaster was the thing I was trying to think of. I used to love that thing too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love my Viewmaster. Well, I remember like I had an elder aunt that had, and I'm blanking on what they're called. It starts with an S. Stereoscope, I think it's called.
Stereoscopic?
Yeah, I think that sounds more correct. Yes, but it's where you put the card on. It had the 2 pictures, and you look through the eyepiece, and it would make it 3D.
Oh, I had one of those. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
this thing was old. I mean, like you use 2 hands to lift it up. It was all oak and shit, like really big. You know? But oh man, that was like my first Viewmaster as a kid.
nice.
Oh, and I loved that thing. It was like, it was all old pictures, all black and white, like, shitty little, hey, look at everybody getting scurvy. Yeah. No one was smiling in any picture ever. So,
What a lot to smile about.
So I guess Vanessa is a millennial. She's like, I'll see my way out. It's okay. We're allowed one in the room at a time. So just identify yourself if anybody else comes in.
You're just gonna
So
start
that's
seeing
your,
a bunch of people
that's your
leaving.
sign, millennial capacity.
Yeah. It's like,
Like fire marshal sign.
when you go to a convenience store where it says, only 2 high school students in at one time, because they know the rest of them are stealing if they get more than 5.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I had a kaleidoscope. I remember having one of those.
Yeah, I had a couple of those, I think.
Oh, and
they're
apparently
not-
kaleidoscope is the conversation killer. All right. So, Thomas, what are you doing there when you're like circling the hand there? What are you doing?
This is when I'm masking off an area.
Uh-huh.
So when I'm making a mask, I can isolate certain parts. Like I'm making a shirt right now. So once I get this mask the way I want, I'm gonna extract it and make a shirt out of it, basically.
Very cool. And Rob,
A skin shirt.
a skin shirt, yeah. Rob, not only do I remember the spirograph, I still have a spirograph.
I love the spirograph.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about just letting your brain go? Just put that in there and grab a couple colored pens and just woo, 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 woo. You know, as soon as weed gets legal in Florida, that would probably be my favorite toy.
Do you guys remember a toy that it was like these clear plastic balls that had machinery and electronics in them, and you connect them together to make machines? For the life of me, I can't find that and remember what it's called.
Is everybody all right? I heard a lot of breaking.
I was trying to pull something out to show you guys, and I broke everything.
Oh shit!
That's all right. But I want to show you guys this anyway because we were talking about old vintage toys, and it occurred to me that this would be a fucking amazing theme for one of our shows, and we should do it because I have the equipment, and we could make it happen.
We have a couple TBDs.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Holy shit!
that is crazy! I remember that.
I wanted one of these since I was a little kid. I never had one. My cousin had one. One of my neighbors had one. I fantasized about having this toy. I tried to make my own version, which of course failed because I was 8. Yeah. But you know what, man? This was the coolest thing, and I got it for my 40th birthday. Erica got it for me.
Nice.
And it's a complete set. Here's some ones that I did just to kind of show you.
That's awesome.
I actually started up a friend of mine, Andrew Barr, and myself. We started up we had a Facebook group called I can't remember exactly what the name was, but we eventually changed it to this the Mighty Men and Monster Maker. And so what we do is we would each week we'd put together a random combination of these rubbings, make a character, put that character out, and then every artist would have to do their take on that monster, like draw it in their style, draw it doing whatever, give it a story, they could do a comic page if they wanted to. They could just do like a serious drawing of it. But I loved this thing, man, and I was missing one piece, and there was a dude at Retro Rocket Comics in London, Ontario here, who knew that I lost my mind when I got it on my birthday. Erica got it for me. I totally went crazy, and it was missing one piece, and he had like a bunch of sets at the store, so he sent me the one piece I needed. So I have a complete set. It's all over my floor right now. But yeah. We'll do that one night, though. We should put that on the schedule. Maybe in the summertime or something, we can do that.
That is definitely a thing to do, yes.
I did a couple of the
you did.
Facebook group ones, yeah.
Yeah. What the hell did we call it again? Oh, it was called the Championship League of Champions. That's what it was.
There you go, yeah.
That's called. Yeah, Andrew Barr, man, he's a wicked artist. I'd love to get him on the show. He's just a wicked horror artist, and he's a movie guy, and he does awesome movie posters. He was the first guy I met when I went to Sheridan College. We met on the first day, and him and his wife Lee are just amazing people. And yeah, man, I'd love to get them on the show. They're both brilliant artists. They're both incredible. But yeah, you guys would dig this. We'll do this one night for sure. I'm just gonna clean up my floor now. Give me a second.
Whoopsie. That's too funny.
Can't believe it's a complete box too. Like, I don't know how she found it. The box is in terrible shape, but you know what? I finally got it.
I always wanted that thing too.
Oh, my whole life. And then I wanted them to make it like Hero Quest, where you could buy different different like modules that came with different head plates and body leg plates, and I thought that would be rad.
Well, I'm thinking that's something that we could get Thomas to do.
Yeah, totally. I was already thinking about that. I'm like, I bet you I could make those. You guys could draw things, and I'll turn them into plates.
You could easily draw it. Yeah. The only difficult thing was like just making it where it's not too brittle, but I think we could do it.
Yeah.
Damn,
All right.
crazy.
All right. I think
That would be
we're
crazy.
on to a quest.
Having a cord.
The official getting sketchy
Yeah.
monster machine.
But there was great. There was like an Etrigan, the demon head. There was this weird, like, I don't know what this is. Like, he has a corn mouth, though. I thought that was awesome. He's got like his mouth is just a cob of corn. It's just amazing. And this brain head guy, and there's like Shaggy Wolfman breaking out of chains, and there's weird alien
awesome.
leg guy, and science superhero guy, and yeah, it's great.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
a nerd. I just got mine, so it'll be here this week.
Well, you bought one?
That didn't take long.
Look,
Nope.
you live in like a vintage one?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Right on.
Made sure it had, all 18 plates, and yep, boom.
Well, I'm way less special now, so thanks for that.
He doesn't mess
Aw,
around
man,
at all.
I just wanted to be like Mike.
No, but you're the host of the show. You should definitely have one if we're gonna do a show.
Oh, hey, this is art I can do. Rob. Vanessa, it did sound like it's waxing again for sure. Rob saying, could they make an artist jam like heads by Mike, feet by Karl, etc. Yep.
That's true.
Oh, man. I wonder if I can get Rob Liefeld to draw feet for us. Oh, all right.
You dick.
Somewhere, Rob Liefeld's ears are burning as he sips a Mai Tai and on the deck of his giant pool. The life and comics and movies have bought him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure he's heartbroken.
All of a sudden making fun of the fact
hey,
that he can't draw feet. Not that big deal.
I guarantee one tear came out of his right eye all of a sudden. He has no fucking idea why. And it is bothering him for the rest of the night. He's like, what else? And I turned into Johnny Depp. That's right. I'm going for the deep pulls tonight.
So you gotta invite him on the show.
I'm working on it.
And then get him on and not tell him what.
Oh, I know. I'm seriously
What's going
working
on?
I have a friend who's good friends with him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I'm trying. 'Cause he's probably one of those jagoffs that wants like a talent fee to show up.
I guarantee it.
Yep.
Well, yeah, and then if he cancels the show, there's a kill fee attached to it. So
Yeah.
he did that to a guy here, and it was weird. Like I was just kind of getting started in comics. I'd been in a couple of years, just getting pinups here and the odd little one pager here and there, and a little show came to Oakville where I live, and Rob Liefeld was coming, and Jim the Anvil Neidhart was coming, and I was like, this is incredible. This is like a dream for me. Not that I love Liefeld, but I'm a Jim Neidhart guy, and I wanted to go. And can't remember how it went down, except that he had some massive kill fee built into his contract, and then he just canceled a week before and took all the money. And it was a really small show, like a really humble with heart kind of show, and it really fucked them. It really, really fucked them bad. But then, a couple years later, I ended up tabling. Like I essentially shared a table or shared an area with Rob Liefeld. I was placed next to him at Toronto Comic Con, and he was a super nice guy. I was shocked. I didn't know how it was gonna go because I've never been like a big fan or anything like that. And but I honestly, two things. One, he was way, way too generous with his fans. He was incredibly kind and generous, and I was like, wow, that's incredible. And two, I have never seen so much Canadian cash stacked up at once. Like next to he had an open suitcase that was heaped like a volcano of just colorful bills. And I actually did a drawing of the suitcase heaped up with bills because I could not believe it. I was, and he was just shaking hands and smiling and taking $80 for every signature and every Deadpool signing and everything he did. And his smile on his face for 3 days straight and a gigantic pile of money like a cartoon next to me.
Well,
I think those two
smiling
things.
too if you had that much money. Yeah.
I think those two things go hand in hand.
I think maybe they do, yeah. But it seemed genuine. It wasn't like how some guys can just sit next to their money and be like, "Yeah, that's my money. Give me more, bitch." Yeah, he was actually like really kind and like one guy dared to ask him for a sketch, and he did the sketch. He didn't complain or nothing. I was like, the guy came in, he's like, Rob just did a sketch for me. I'm like, I saw that. Keep it down. You know, you're going to ruin the guy's weekend, you know? But it ended up, yeah, it was weird. And that whole aisle that I was in was just completely mobbed for 4 days. And I was the lucky guy sitting next to him. So while people were waiting for their turn, they were flipping through my stuff. And I'd like to say it led to like a huge business or like a great weekend, but it was still a pretty good weekend. But it just didn't hurt to have that many eyeballs, flipping through my books while they were waiting for their turn to get their New Mutants book signed or whatever. But,
Were there any feet in the sketch?
No, it was a headshot. Just a Deadpool head. Yeah, in a gold Sharpie.
What would be rad is
Giving
if
him a
he
chance
started.
to... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, well, all right. It'd be rad if he like started like just fucking with people and like doing head sketches, but then putting like little feet.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Is like it would be cool if he just all of a sudden decided to like start learning how to do feet. So everyone, hey, can you give me a sketch of Deadpool? And he would do just Deadpool's feet.
Yeah,
That's all it would be.
it'd be the best payback for years of having to listen to.
But then he would get like an entirely new audience of those foot fetish freaks.
Yeah. And he'd be making just as much money.
Yeah, because honestly, I might start a sketchbook of just that. Just like, oh, it's feet. Yeah, do Colossus's feet.
I like it. I think it's a good
Tintin's
idea.
I want to
feet.
see the reactions when you do that.
Yeah, I think I might do that this year. I think that might be my sketchbook this year. Like, do Tintin's feet. All right, thank you. You know.
They'll get you booted out as a sex pest for being like a foot fetishist or something like that.
No, I'm not. They can be in boots or anything. I just want feet. That's all. Nothing. Nothing weird here.
So I don't know who the cartoonist was, but years ago, I saw a whole bunch of Rob Liefeld jokes that were just savage. They were just mean. And someone answered back with a joke of their own. And I can't remember who the cartoonist was, but he basically had this guy sitting in the tree, and he didn't put feet on him. But where the feet should go, he wrote, and it answered every single Rob Liefeld criticism there was. And I was just like, oh, yeah. But I can't remember the cartoonist, so forgive me, but I'm sure you guys can probably find it out there. But yeah, it was a great little cartoon.
That's rough. All right, so it is a little after 8, and so we have one auction on the show tonight. Besides the pieces that are being done right now, this one's going to be a live auction. So Hugh Rookwood dropped this awesome piece of Show Enough.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So it is Animal as Show Enough and Beaker as the Last Dragon.
Sweet.
Yes. All right, so we're going to do the standard 5-minute auction on this one, and we're starting the bidding at $60.
Sweet.
Yeah, it is. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it is a very cool piece.
I actually threw around the idea of making Show Enough too.
It is funny how many people had sent me on the side, I'm going to do Show Enough. I'm going to do Show Enough. I get it. It's an awesome character, and everyone should, but...
Oh man, did you guys see that Alex Maleev Dr. Doom that Eric Paris just posted?
No.
No.
Oh, dude, it is crazy. Wow. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, no.
I was just trying to find the feed so I could take a look at that, but sorry, I'll turn the volume down on it. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, he made it and send me a... All right, so Danny jumped in at 60. All right.
That's crazy. Look at that.
Yeah.
I love it. Nice job, Hugh.
Oops. Yeah, he was going to be with us tonight, but unfortunately, he had a prior engagement that...
It happens.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's our fault for doing this
That
on
is
Saturdays.
awesome.
I'll be honest, I woke up this morning very nearly canceled. I was like, I can't cancel on the day of the show, but Yeah, because I'm still working on this goddamn cover, and I hate coloring so much. It's killed my whole day. I still have to color all night after this show's over. And yeah.
Where did Paris post it, on his page or no?
Just on his page, I think, or he may have posted it on the Sketchy group. I'm not sure.
All right, I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
It's a headshot of Doom, and it's just wild.
Nice. I don't want to screw up the stream by
Yeah.
getting too many resources going here. So. Yeah, Beak Leroy. Yes.
Well, I can't post anywhere for a little while.
Yeah, are you on day 7?
In jail again?
Oh yeah, 30 days.
Ooh,
Nice.
well done.
I mean, if you're gonna go.
Someone sent me that a mosaic of Vladimir Putin.
Oh, it's that.
And it was all dicks. Actually,
The best part is Kelly knew exactly what it was before you said anything. Oh, and that.
Well, I remember talking about this last week.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think I did bring it up. Yeah.
But also, yeah, I know what that is. Like immediately.
so yeah, I'm in a private group where we post all sorts of outrageous shit, and I thought, well, fuck me, I ought to be able to put this up there. The instant I hit post, the game crashed down, and I'm thinking that the metadata on that has already been tagged.
Well, no, I think the metadata on you has already been tagged.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Every one of your posts goes through a filter.
He's doing it again.
That's probably true because I knew about that picture because I had seen where somebody else had posted it on Facebook.
Well, the difference was the ones that have been making it past the filter are low res. I sent Karl a high res version.
So
Nice.
It was entrapment. Is that it?
Yeah. So you could zoom
Working
in and
for
go,
Facebook.
Oh. So yeah, anybody who would have clicked on that if he posted it on Facebook, or he did post it on Facebook, anybody who clicked on it, yeah, they would have had hundreds of peni on their screen in
Nice.
very visible view.
Well, like I said, and it's making me reconsider the jokes, the memes I've been posting in that group. Because I'm like, because, I think my next one is forever, so it's got me seriously tempted to just can my Facebook account. So
I've thought about canning Facebook many times.
Yeah.
Some days it just tears me up just to walk around, just to go around it a little bit each day, and sometimes I just see stuff that I can't abide, and
you can block that and just.
Well, no, and I do, but then I realize I'm coming on social media to see who else I can cut free from my life, and it's not good for me to think in those terms, but that's what's happening. And I just know that Erica quit Facebook like a year and a half ago, and she's been a different person since being off Facebook. She just doesn't miss it for 1 second, and she.
Because I only go on Facebook for work and this, and occasionally when I post a cat picture.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty
go that role, and it doesn't bother me at all. Don't doom scroll. Don't do any of that shit. Just
I'm like, I tell myself the only reason I'm still on there is, for friends that I don't live nearby and stuff, but I'm never on there interacting. Like when I post like art and stuff on there, like 90% of the time I don't even interact with that post, like because I just post it and move on and forget all about it because I hate Facebook. So
I'm weird about the art thing. I could give and I know as a commercial artist this is bad. I could give a flip on how many likes I get on something I post. Mm-hmm. Even if it's a piece of art I did. If someone wanted to actually engage me in conversation about it and provide legit critique and talk about it, that's different.
Yeah.
But I'm not the dude who goes, oh my God, I got this many likes. I could
right.
less.
Wait, you're supposed to post things to get people to like it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing it way wrong.
I just always love how it never works the way you think it's going to work. You post something that you're like okay with, like, yeah, I guess I'll post that because I have nothing I haven't posted in 3 days. You post some little sketch that you did, there's something about it that you like, and it ends up blowing up, and then you spend 3 days killing yourself on a masterpiece and no one cares. Like, you get a tenth of the likes, and you don't know why, because you've done this popular character, or you've done this really, whatever, shown the work in progress and all the steps or whatever. And yeah, that Batman on a napkin is always going to win.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's like this thing. I posted like the same thing I sent you guys on Twitter, and it's, I don't know, like it's got some likes. And I guarantee you when I post this one, there'll be like 10.
Yeah. Guaranteed, man.
No, Danny, you did not get outbid. You got the Hue piece.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, because that's the one thing. Like, if I post something, it gets liked. Cool. If it doesn't, I move on. I don't sweat it because it's all about like, all right, Facebook is gonna be fucking with me now. Because it's like they're not gonna put my post in other people's stuff. Yeah.
Or you got to respond to a bunch of people like you kind of care,
And again, we're talking about me at the moment, and I don't.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I totally don't. Like, I don't want to have to do it just to get people to look, man. Writing a Reddit.
So, welcome to the Things Are Getting Sketchy, Grumpy Old Men edition.
Artist edition.
Lousy Facebook.
Back in my day.
Yeah. You wanted to call somebody a cunt, you had to go to their door and tell them.
And we liked it.
You had to walk up to their table.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, Danny wants to know what the secret is to getting 10 likes. He hasn't gotten there yet.
I'm surprised.
Post something that you don't
expect.
Post something that you like. Don't expect likes on, and that's when you'll get the likes.
Exactly.
I'm waiting to get cut over something I posted 5 years ago, because apparently that's turning into a thing.
Oh, is it?
Well, that would though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
sorry, go ahead.
No, you.
Oh, I was going to say, it's like watching a movie from 5 or 10 years ago. You're like, oh, yeah, they probably haven't done that in a movie since then.
That didn't age well. Yeah, I guess not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like if I didn't have peanut brittle, no one would know who I was. That cat has gotten me more likes than anything I've ever done.
Yeah. Erica's always very bitter because the only time she ever gets like big response is if she like posts a picture of like me. It's this guy's birthday today or something, and then she'll get a bunch of likes, and she's like, yeah, I get all my social media stuff when I post a picture of my husband or my husband drawing or something, and it just makes me feel terrible. I don't know.
I think my favorite is sometimes my wife, kind of the same thing. Like she might post something about my birthday, or maybe even share a drawing that I did or something, and she'll get a shit ton of people like coming across that and commenting and liking and everything. If I post the same thing, I get like nothing. Like maybe 5 people.
And this is just my opinion on that, but what I think is happening there is when you post it, it's a humble brag.
Well, sure. Or she's a much more likable person.
Well, that too. I mean, I just didn't want to throw shade on top of shade, but if we're gonna go there.
I can take it. I know what it is.
I mean, it's the only reason I'm truly grateful when people share the tags post, because it's like, yeah, I share it. All right, 4 people liked it. Now when everybody else shares it, okay, now we're up to good numbers. We're like, that asshole again. But, the one thing I would suggest everyone to do is to put their phone settings to where all the social apps don't notify them. That way you can go on once a day whenever you want to schedule it. And two things. One, you don't get pestered throughout the day when you do get random, messages, because they will send you posts like, what shit, he hasn't been on. Let's send him a notification that someone liked his shit so he'll come back on.
Right.
So you schedule when you want to go on, and then at that point you've accumulated all your likes and messages and blah, blah, blah. Respond to them, move on. And that way you're controlling it. You're not waiting for them to tell you, hey, you need to be back on the platform.
It's not a terrible idea.
No, that's how I do it, And
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I like it much better because otherwise, they just blow you up and go, oh, hey, and you're like, oh, who liked what now?
Yeah, I turned off the social media notifications a long time ago.
Yeah, I took Facebook off my phone a long time ago. I have Messenger on it, but I don't have the Facebook app or anything like that. So I just have Facebook like a couple times a day on the computer.
That's good.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, but it's just text and messages and stuff too that eat up your day sometimes. But it's nice to have company. I haven't left my house in about 6 months, so
It sounds like you guys don't want to float around in the metaverse. That's what I'm picking up on.
Yeah.
Can you still get Messenger if you take Facebook off, or are those two completely glued together?
No, they're separate.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to take Facebook off my phone too.
Yeah, just download the Messenger app if you don't have it. But if you already have it, yeah, Messenger runs separate on the phone.
And you can still get on the Facebook if you want to just jump on like Safari or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pausing for just a moment here.
All right. Yeah, Rob was saying that Facebook and Discord are the ones you. I never managed to use Discord as a social app. It's just always been a tool. Like, for streaming games or videos. Or if I had a class at mandatory, you had to log into Discord to see the assignments. But yeah, I never really got Discord as a social platform.
I've heard of it, but I've never used it or anything.
I'm in a couple artist groups and stuff, but it's kind of silly for me to even be on because I'd never get on there and look at it.
I always forget to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Tags Discord was just for show. Yeah, it was when we were doing the movies, but that lasted all of 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I couldn't get enough movie ideas. When we go back,
I'm glad I saw Velocipasta though, so I thank you for that.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a good one.
I think that was the peak. We just couldn't compete with that ever again, and
that's the thing.
It kind of killed it. Yeah.
Where do you go after that?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. After that, it just feels so forced. Anyone trying to make something that magnificent again, it just feels like an homage, and it's just never going to hit it. It's never going to hit the way that one hit.
Yeah.
I have a hard time explaining that to people that they need to watch it because when I describe it, they're like, "Yeah, I don't want to see that."
No, you
sounds
don't
terrible.
describe it. Just shush them. Go. Shh. Just watch. Just watch.
Yeah, just listen to that name. Just say that name out loud. Go watch it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that should tell you everything you need to know.
You need to see it if you hear the words Velocipastor.
I think Stefan got Erica and I to watch it just by saying, "Listen, you're gonna start it and you're gonna be like, what the fuck, Stefan? But you have to get to 1 minute and 37 seconds, and when you get there, you understand why you have to watch the rest of the film." And he was right. We were like screaming at the TV up to that point, and then I was like, oh, I fucking get it now.
I still have the picture you sent to me of you guys just buckled over. Erica is just rolling at that moment because that is like
so good.
I'm gonna have to watch that tonight again.
Man, that was a good idea.
China.
Yeah.
As I was describing that to somebody, I was just watching their face change, and I'm like, yeah, and then they turn into a dinosaur, and then there's ninjas, and I was like, yeah, you just gotta see it.
Yeah.
Don't pay attention to me.
It's so good.
Ninjas. China. Chinese ninjas.
Yeah. Chinese ninjas. And he drove.
Yeah, right.
He drove to China. He drove so far and then walked the rest of the way.
like you do. Yeah.
Like you do.
That's how that works, man.
Yeah.
And that 752 point type that comes up.
Yeah. Just in
to
case
announce
you
the
weren't sure.
location. Oh, so good.
Yeah, Alicia's there. Feel like our work is done since we got people to watch Velocipaster. Yep. Yeah.
Right at the beginning of the movie, where I think it's a car exploding, and then they just insert special effects here.
That's the moment. That's the moment that I tell everybody at 1:37 seconds is when you'll understand how awesome this movie is.
That's the hook. Yeah, that's the hook.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I know what we're doing now.
That is so perfect it almost can't be replicated. That's why it's the hook.
Well, that's why.
I can't believe they did that. And
it's genius.
Yeah, as excited as I am that they're making a sequel, I know it won't be as good.
No.
But I will give it as much love to start because I really am excited over the fact that Prime has ordered a sequel.
Hey, they could surprise you. You never know.
Oh, it'd be great. Yeah, I mean, if they fucking find that magic again and don't force it, just go, okay. This is how we did it last time. Let's just do it again.
It could happen. I mean, it's happened once or twice.
Yeah, and
they just gotta basically pay the guy's rent, make sure he's good, doesn't have to worry about taking any wild risks with his money, but not give him any money to make the movie. Like, student level money.
No,
but just make sure he's not gonna die while he's making it. Make him comfortable, but he has to just use what he can do, what he can muster, like he did with that one.
Well, that's
you basically give him money to survive, but make him raise money to make the movie.
Well,
that's it.
I would say do it a little different. Like, okay, we know the budget you did in the first one. We're matching that budget, and and once you give it to us, then you get percentage of sales. So I mean, because he's got to get something of worth out of it.
Sure.
But only give him the same budget so he knows he's got to do exactly what he did before.
Wasn't there a funny story about how he got the money to make the first movie?
Oh yeah, his friends and family basically said, "Oh fuck yeah, here you go," because it was a student film, and
right,
and what he shot was the final scene, the fight scene.
Yeah.
So, and then he showed it off to the class, and the class was just roaring. And and his friends and family like, how much would it take for you to make this movie? And he foolishly said, I don't know, like 20,000-30,000.
Right.
I guess I shouldn't say foolishly, because it's clear. So they pooled the money together, and now they like, oh shit, I got $30,000. I got to make this movie.
And that's like the catering budget for a movie.
For a low end movie, yeah. So yeah, yeah. Rob said the sequel should be Velocipope. He's moved up.
Yeah,
There's a
place
Pope
in
one.
the Vatican.
There's a Pope one. I mean, it's not that, but there's another thing that's like something Pope. Same kind of concept. Can't remember what it is now, though.
Nothing is the same kind of concept.
Well, right. It's not the same concept, but
Yeah, this is to a level of its own. It looks down upon us.
When I watched that movie and like I was posting about it like crazy on Twitter, and that guy started following me after that, and I was like, kind of excited about it.
I would be too. I would talk to him daily if he'd let me. Like, dude, this is so cool. Let's just go over this 5 minutes of the movie real quick.
He'll probably put you in one of his movies. I think that's all his friends. They're in those things.
I'd run a camera for him in a heartbeat. Sure, I'll take a weekend. Let's do this. He's like, a weekend? We're not working twice. Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah.
Tricera Nun.
Tricera
We're
Nun.
getting the Jurassic Church. The whole congregation's, you know.
There's some really terrible looking shit on Prime. Some of those things. I'm not sure if it's Prime or what it is, but like I haven't watched any of them. But I can sit for an hour and just read descriptions of terrible sounding fucking garbage out there that just looks like I think I have to watch this. I mean, it's got all the stuff and I like it that I like. It's got zombies and whatever, werewolves or whatever in there. And I'll read the description. And go, what do you think, Erica? She's like, it's going to be so bad. I'm like, is it going to be bad though, or is it going to be bad? Like, you know, I want to enjoy myself. I don't want to get angry again. I'm always angry. I want to watch something that I like. Yeah, that was terrible, but that was fun. You know.
Well, did you guys see the one of the newer ones is which I don't. It's not Prime, but still, you guys probably saw like the new, because you know the Amityville movies have just went off the rails because whatever's going on with that, and the newest one is Amityville in space.
Oh, for real?
Absolutely. If you look it up, there's this great like poster for it that's like the house on an asteroid has got like a crazy alien monster face or something.
Oh man,
that is on Amazon Prime because I have it tagged to watch.
Oh, is it? Oh, I see. I didn't know it was on there.
I hope it says based on. I hope at the beginning it says based on true events.
Oh God, please! I hope so.
Oh man, I saw that. I'm like, oh my God. So you know, we'll have to do like a marathon run of Jason. Was it Jason X that was in space?
Yeah.
Leprechaun in space, and then Amityville in space.
Oh my God,
beautiful.
Stack.
Oh, don't forget Hellraiser. There was the Hellraiser that was in space too.
But did it have space in the title or anything? I don't remember that one.
Well, no, but I mean,
remember it in space.
Jason X didn't have.
Yeah, you're right. But then we can end it all with Event Horizon.
Oh, that's a good movie.
I'm into that.
Yeah, I'm down for this. Let's find a day where you just. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just a regular day for me.
Yeah.
Just turn those on and just work all day.
Oh no, but I'm talking about actually watching them.
Oh yeah, no, I'm in. I'm absolutely in.
Yeah, because that's how I do with my Batman animated stuff. I'll just plug that in and go, and not fully pay attention. But yeah, they cap it all off with Muppets in space.
Oh.
Do you guys who draw? Do you draw while watching stuff, or do you find you have to keep those things separate?
I have stuff on. I don't know how much I'm paying attention to it though.
Right.
Yeah, it's got to be stuff you've seen before, so it's not something you have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Right. Because I've had that blow up in my face. Like, this looks stupid. I'll watch it. Or I'll turn it on while I'm working, and then, 40 minutes into it, I realize I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a list of like about 20 movies that I just run through. A lot of them tend to be John Carpenter movies.
Yep.
And I just let it run in the background, particularly if I'm inking.
Yeah.
Because inking is like such an autonomic thing for me by now that I need to occupy half my ADHD brain with something, or I'll get distracted and stop working. So I use that to keep the other half of my brain occupied while I'm inking stuff. So stuff like Ghosts of Mars, The Fog, and I let Cloverfield run. Just stuff like that.
Yeah, me till Cloverfield. But I guess if you're gonna not watch a movie, that's a good movie not to watch. So Rob said he's tried using tags as background noise, but too much FOMO.
Oh.
I would say, but if it's an episode you've seen before, you're not really missing out, right?
I'm glad you find it that entertaining, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is cool. That is the one. I used to be able to do that a lot, like run some in the background when I was doing graphics and animation. But now that I'm back to editing video and I have to listen to what the video is saying, that's killing me because I don't have. Because like one for me used to be news radio. I would just let news radio go.
That's a great show.
Yeah, and then Briscoe County Jr.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, Barry wants to know about Prince of Darkness, Carl. Is that in your?
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, I'll let
That's
Carl
one
go
of the
on that.
best.
I'll be back.
I just watched it the other day again for the 900th time.
I find I can't really watch anything, although I've now got my desk positioned in such a way that I can watch if I want to. Sometimes I feel like I want to throw like old like Thundercats or stuff like that on, but I can't. I put that like Thundar, like I've watched these Thundar DVDs a million times. I'll just throw that on as background noise, but I have to watch them. And some of them are brutal, but I have to watch them. So I can't enjoy anything that looks cool and also draw. So it's all about music. And this year we upgraded our phones, and Erica got us because the new phones, of course, they don't have basic fucking headphone jack. You got to have wireless now, which I was like, "Are you serious?" And I got really upset about it. But I did finally get myself a nice. Like Erica got me this beautiful set of Bluetooth headphones, like earbuds, and they are amazing. And it's kind of changed I find now I can go right into like, especially if I'm coloring or inking something boring, and the headphones, I don't know what it is, but it just kind of centers me, and I'm just like 2 hours will fly by and I'll have a whole section of drawing done and be like, oh my God, like that was awesome. So yeah, I don't know. The visual stuff doesn't work, but I always kind of wish I could just sit and watch stuff, like watch old wrestling or watch whatever. But I want to watch it, so I can't draw. Yeah, going from an iPhone 6 to an iPhone 13, like my old iPhone 6 owes me nothing. It gave me like 7 years of decent service, but like it is light years apart from like the technology alone. Like just the different little things are just so much better. The camera is outstanding on this phone. Anyway, yeah, weird.
When I got my newest phone, it was the first one I got that was without the headphone jack. And when I first got it, I was like, oh, that's fine, I don't care. And then I was like, well, that sucks. Like the first time I had to like figure out what to do.
Yeah.
Now I'm totally fine with it. But
yeah, I miss I don't know. The reason is I have a beautiful set that came with my iPhone 6 actually way back in like 2015 when I bought it, and I only got to use them 3 or 4 times. It's just they were like brand new, and I'd always roll them back up and put them back in their little case, and I'd save them for when I was going on an airplane or something like that. And but yeah, it's I find it a big difference. But there's something about there's just better sound to them. These wireless ones, I think they just actually fit my ears better and everything. And yeah, I don't know. I've really been enjoying my music with my art lately, and it's kind of completely changed how I do it. Because normally I just blow on everyone's eardrums out in the building, right? But it's nice when it's just me. It's just kind of more focused.
Yeah, sometimes just having headphones on is better.
I've never really had a good stereo system, so I'm just kind of usually listening to whatever sound my computer has. But we got this awesome little portable wireless speaker a couple years ago that's just beautiful. It's just like a little tube, and it you can hang it or you can put it anywhere, and it's pretty good. little comforts like that make a big difference when you're sitting on your ass in the same chair all day for years of your life.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry for all that noise. If you guys can hear that creaking, that's just the sound of this building. It's great.
Sorry, I'm not adding much. I'm choking here. I had a piece of ice go down my throat. Ah,
Oh man,
Choking?
all good. All good now.
Jeez.
I developed a drinking problem. I didn't mean to kill the conversation.
Oh, we're worried about you, man.
Oh, don't.
We all got sad.
Dude, it's so quiet. I wonder if one of us is choking to death.
That's what I was thinking.
That's too.
No, we're all here.
Oh, man. Has anyone seen the new Batman? I haven't seen it yet. I would like to go
Not
see
yet.
Next month.
it next month.
Yeah, I gotta wait.
Yeah,
I think
they have
that's
an
one that's
HBO.
long enough and I'm old enough that I don't mind if I watch that at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that I can hit pause and get a snack.
That's
Go to the bathroom.
The drinks are better. The food's better. I mean, yeah, I'm still watching the movie with an asshole, but you know, there's only one instead of 100.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, have you guys seen Kingsman? I've been waiting to talk about it all week.
I did see
I have.
This is the one on Disney?
Might be HBO Max here, but I'm sure it's on Disney there. Yeah, but it's the prequel. The prequel.
Yes. Yeah, I saw it.
Not bad.
See, I thought you and I had this conversation, and you were like, "No, I'm not going to watch that." And I was like, "No. I watched it last night with Erica. It was good." You're like, "No, it's terrible." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, never mind."
I may have said that I wasn't like eager to see it, but I don't.
Oh,
think,
okay.
Yeah, I was saying because the sequel sucked so hard.
I haven't seen any of them, so that was my first of that whole anything to see. So it was actually I didn't mind. I had no context to it, so
Well,
it
that
was
makes
just
a lot
like,
easier. Yeah.
yeah.
The first one's really pure enjoyment, like but yeah, this one, like, my only problem I had with this movie, well, two problems. One, huge plot hole, and the second was like, I'm guessing Matthew Vaughn saw 1917 and was like, yeah, I want to do this. 'Cause it doesn't really fit into, pardon me, when the kid's in the trenches. It's beautiful, but it just feels like a completely different movie in that. I'll wait for you to get your potato chips.
Yeah, I don't know. I it's weird. I watched it a couple weeks ago, I think, and I having a hard time remembering it right now. But I remember liking it at the time. Yeah.
Well, I think because you don't have the context of what the King's Men,
Right.
so that might, because like the King's Men is basically the Secret Service, the Secret Service.
Yes.
All right. So basically, everything in this movie building up to makes the King's Men. But having all the like the stuff with Rasputin and
Yeah, that was awesome.
that was awesome. But like that is its own movie, and then they all of a sudden like halfway through the movie just kind of jerk you out of it to go into the World War I trench warfare. And it was just like, okay, this doesn't really kind of fit, other than we're trying to make motivation for the main character, sort of. I don't know. It was just that was the only part of it that was very jarring.
Yeah, it was very jarring. I remember Erica and I were kind of like, whoa, because there's elements of it that are so crisp and clean and bright that it almost feels like, I don't know, like a high-end, I don't want to say a high-end Disney production, but like a, that Hollywood, big Hollywood special kind of feel to it, you know. And then it gets real dark in that shot, and it's like, whoa.
Well, have you seen 1917?
I don't know if I have.
If you've seen it, you know you've seen it.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I said, if when you get a chance to see 1917, watch it.
Okay.
And then, as soon as he talks, as soon as he finishes the mission, you'll know what I mean when he finishes the mission. Stop the fucking movie. Because that movie goes on 10 minutes too long and ruins everything.
Like Superman 2. Gotcha.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you could, and then once you see 1917, you'll understand what I'm talking about with this movie, because it's just like, it's beautifully done and a neat little piece of it, but just felt so out of place with everything that they're trying to build towards making the Kingsman.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So, but I enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't care for, plot hole wise, it just annoyed me, because like, it became pretty obviously who the bad guy was going to be.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
But how?
No, I'm going to be honest with you. This is something I'm noticing as I get older that's really annoying. I'm having to watch some things subtitled a little bit, and because my hearing's a bit soft in places. And
did the subtitle ruin it?
Yeah, man, because it says who it is. Like someone says a voice off screen and they name the guy and you're like,
shit.
Oh no, you know, like that whole bit where the submarine sinks the boat and all that, and it happens too fast. And when you're watching it, I went into that knowing who the bad guy was. Yeah. And if you watch that scene again, there's a ridiculously short amount of time between the guy jumping off the boat, and then escaping the boat, and then that submarine attacking the boat. Especially considering who pulls the trigger on, and I was really pissed off initially when I watched it. I'm like, okay, that's really dumb. But because that had been spoiled for me, I knew it, and so it immediately annoyed me. Because if I had seen that and not known that, who the bad guy was, that might have been a surprise, but it would have been one that I would have thought back on and said, man, he got on that fucking submarine miles away very quickly.
in that big of stormy weather. And
a crazy Atlantic storm. Yeah,
and one man rowing the boat. No way in hell you're getting to the sub in time.
Exactly.
Yeah, that really annoyed me hard. Like, they could have done that so much better by showing the sub pick him up after the explosion. If they really needed the feel to do the reveal. But yeah. But the one thing that made me laugh so hard, though, is that they did bring in Chekhov's goat. So, you know the rule of storytelling of Chekhov's gun? If you show a gun in the first act, that gun must go off in the third act.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's called the Chekhov's gun. So, so if you have something that happens in the third act, you have to introduce it in the first act. Otherwise, you're not telling a story properly.
Oh.
Because you're just all of a sudden going, oh, hey, this thing here resolved it. But that thing was never shown before.
Right, okay.
So we got Chekhov's goat. Because the only thing that saved the main character was that fucking goat.
That's right.
Which, it kind of annoyed me that the goat stabbed him in the leg.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah.
Well, it was cool, but it was like, I was expecting the goat if the goat would have headbutted him and knocked him off the cliff.
Yeah.
That would have been better, because the goat was headbutting the character, a few moments ago. That was his MO.
No, that's true. Also, that horn goes through his leg like a spear.
Yeah, because
it just goes like chunk, like a butcher knife, right, right through the leg.
Well, I guess I don't have to see it now.
No. Hey, it's been out for almost a month. This is on you, not me.
I'm with you, man. I'm not normally that guy, but honestly, I don't really remember it that much. So I'm just remembering little specific scenes. But you'll probably still enjoy it.
Yeah, you will, because there's so much stuff we're not even touching on that is just good in this and visually beautiful. So, but I want a spin off of the three main characters making the Kingsman. I'm forgetting their name. Gertie. Forget what the shit all their names are, but their fight scenes were so awesome. I'm like, okay, I just want them being international spies now. Because like I love the Rasputin fight. That is
so good.
How they tied it in with the ballet dancing and the music. I was like, God, I could watch this for like 45 minutes straight.
Yep. All battles should be fought that way.
And then how it ends is just great. So Indiana Jones. But no, it was pretty good. So
I enjoyed it. I wanted something like, I was like, I want something like The Mummy, but not The Mummy because I've seen The Mummy a lot, and I want something like that. And so I saw the preview, and I was like, oh shit, this looks actually kind of cool. Like, you know, a little bit of Bond-esque kind of stuff, like, you know, special weapons and special skilled people, and I like that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you can find The King's Men, I would say watch it.
Yeah, I would watch it. I think I can get that one. Yep.
Yeah. Don't watch the sequel. The sequel is just pure typical sequel cashing garbage.
Okay.
Like, so much so, like, if you look at any of the posters or advertisements, they advertise Tatum Channing like he's in this movie as much as the other guy.
Right.
You know, he's in it for all of 5 minutes, and the rest of his time he's in a coma.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was crazy. But then the second one's just a cash grab. First one's really enjoyable. And it was one of those movies like, okay, I'm going in not caring about this one. I don't think it should be that good.
Yeah.
But I've probably watched it, I'd say close to, I don't know, 8 times. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, because everybody brings their goofiest, high-budget B-movie A game. Because Sam Jackson's villain character is just so over the top. It's spectacular. And then the fight scene in the church, I mean, you'll rewind and watch that probably 6 times alone.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Sort of based on graphic novels. There's a history between Matthew Vaughn and Mark Millar. This was one of those kind of like Kick-Ass where they created both entities at the same time. So
holy shit! I read The King's Men. I didn't think I even. Wow.
Yeah. So there is some overlap because they were sharing notes when they were making their stuff. But yeah, so I would say it's loosely based enough to where they say it's based on the graphic novel because again, just like Kick-Ass, they were creating both things at the same time together.
Right.
Yeah. But they don't run completely parallel.
Yeah, because one laps the other almost at one point, right? Like I mean, that movie was coming out, I think, before the last issue of the first run of Kick-Ass actually finished. Like I think it was like a 6-issue run. I think the movie was already being talked about and underway by the time issue 5 had rolled out or something like that. It was kind of a hot fire, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, the two of like I said, the two of them have that working relationship, so it worked, and it works for them. So I mean. And Alicia's absolutely loving the Reanimator, Kelly.
Well, thank you.
And she's not wrong. It was looking awesome. Yeah, and I will applaud your font work on that too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, his hand lettering is awesome.
I mean, I traced the title and lettering onto the page digitally.
Hey, it's still lettering.
You know,
it's still yeah.
I'm just gonna be clear and transparent.
Fair. Appreciate that.
But you draw your own sound effects most of the time, though, which I love.
I did see that post today.
That's I just want to do a whole comic that's nothing but sound.
It's something I've always been terrible at, man. I've never really done a lot of practice with it because I kind of one of those things where you just suck at it the first couple times. You're like, forget it. There's people out there who can do it way better than me.
Well, I mean, I feel that way about the hand lettering and sound effects stuff, but
to me,
still, it's a lot of fun.
I find it as kind of a script double-edged sword because if you're going to commit to it, you got to commit to it. Now you got to do it for throughout that entire story arc.
Yep.
And it's like, or you go without it and then just go without it and let the.
I just had to deal with that with a book that I finished in December, and it was drawing the sound effects, and they ended up coming back and they were like, "So do you think you could just draw these other sound effects too, because I think there were a couple that either I overlooked them or maybe they weren't in the script and they added them or something. But
I see.
I mean, honestly, I was like, yeah, like that's
do it.
fun.
Yeah.
The original Tick comic books killed me because their sound effects would be like take or grasp, things that really didn't have a sound.
Yeah.
Although that's my favorite stuff. I love doing that stuff.
Oh man, I think the first time I saw something like that was when Dan McDade was doing that Jersey Gods book, and the main character of the book had that kind of like the space surfboard kind of thing he rode on, and he would just go summon.
Yep.
That was great.
That's some outside the box thinking right there.
Yeah, so Rob's asking what's the best comic sound effects of all time? For me, I'll say, because I was actually going to follow up on the tick thing, is my favorite was, and they used it in the cartoon too, but it was when he jumps off the building and grabs the flagpole.
Wub, wub, wub.
Yep, and it's just and it just keeps going for the next like 5 panels while he's saying wub, wub,
forever.
Wub.
Yeah. That's definitely up there.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Oh man, that's a good question. I can't even think.
Well, like I said, I really like the
take.
I really like the stuff that's like just what it is, like grab and
yeah.
I guess that's all I got.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
The action is a sound effect. No,
Yeah.
Because what was I watching the other night? Shit, where they were spoofing on. I think it must have been The Simpsons. It's a Hollow Treehouse of Horror. And it was one where Bart and Lisa get superpowers, and they were spoofing the Batman '66 stuff. And oh man, I forget what it was, but it was something like wedgie or something was the sound effect. And I'm like, yeah.
Stretch Dude and Clobber Girl, is that
Stretch
one?
Dude and Clobber Girl, yeah, that was their monikers. Yep.
Isn't that the one with Lucy Lawless is on that one?
Yes, and she's not Xena. She's Lucy Lawless. I didn't know Xena could fly. I'm not Xena. I'm Lucy Lawless. Yeah, and the Collector.
Oh yeah, I do remember
The guy
that.
was a collector. Yeah.
So great.
Yeah. Best death scene ever. Lauren Green from Battlestar. So when we were talking earlier, you were talking about doing Pepe as Piper from They Live.
Yeah.
The only thing that was going through my head was hearing him say, "I came here with chewing gum and to kick ass. I'm out of chewing gum. Okay." Yeah, it's like he would have to say it in his voice, so it wouldn't be exactly the right way. But,
Yeah.
but you just hear that, and I'm out of chewing gum. Okay.
He's so great. He was an instant smash success, that character, like right away. Because I think he showed up kind of later, right?
He showed up in Muppets Tonight as a vaudeville duo with him and the elephant.
Right. Okay. I remember.
And they would do the old joke bit where one would lay out the line, one would do the straight man line, and then Pepe would do the joke.
Right.
Yeah. And it just took off from there, and he became his own thing. And I think he really solidified in Muppets from Space once they had him there with.
Yeah.
He almost took over Rizzo's spot, which I felt bad because I love the Rizzo character too, but Pepe just crushed it.
I have very weird old memories, foggy memories of really stoned college roommates watching that and just being in a state over over Pepe and just dying.
I'm annoyed that that is the only Muppets that is not on Disney Plus. They are not showing Muppets tonight.
I wonder why.
I don't know. I dug into it to see like any reasoning. Like maybe they don't have a license to it. Henson's held it back. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, that's the only because I really would. I mean, I would buy that DVD set if it came out or whatever. That's the one I want to see.
Well, not that you would have looked for it, but they don't have the original Muppet Babies series here in Canada yet. Anyway, they have the weird like
that
3D
new one
animated one.
Yeah.
Like came like I think in the 2000s sometime, but like the one from like 1984 or whatever, they don't have that one there.
Yeah, they don't have it here either.
I would say I don't know. Yeah, I saw they had one on there. I thought it was a reboot. I didn't realize it was from the 2000s or whatever. But yeah, I did see because I was searching for it and I saw it come across with all the other Muppet stuff. I'm like, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
No.
I saw it and I was like, oh my god, are they gonna have Muppet Babies on this? And I clicked on it and I was like, man, this isn't the Muppet Babies. This is some garbage 3D animated crap. I don't know what this is. Because I love that. I don't know why, but I love that cartoon as a kid. Like I think it's because it came on like the same hour as like Spidey and His Amazing Friends or the Hulk or something like that. So it was just like locked in as part of my Saturday experience, I think. Plus, I used to watch that for the end credits where the Spider-Man, the Silver Spider-Man would crawl out. The Marvel Studios, would crawl. That animation would crawl out. I'd live for that little shit like that.
Now, if I wanted to watch a cartoon with children that had no parental guidance, I'm watching Ed, Edd, and Eddy.
The Boondocks.
Yeah. No, they had some parental guidance in there because the grandpa was there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. No, Ed,
Might
Edd,
not
and
have
Eddy.
always been the best.
No, but they had, But Ed, Edd, and Eddy had no parental because
No.
There's a great fan theory out there. I can't take credit for this, but I do totally buy into it. That Ed, Edd, and Eddy is basically child souls in limbo. And I'm like, yeah, that totally works. Because there's no parents around. They're, all their scheme, like it's just if you look at it and take a step back, it's like, yeah, they're all dead. All those kids are dead.
Oh.
I haven't heard that one.
Oh yeah, it's so good. Oh wait, Muppet Babies had a TMNT episodes even back then?
What?
Were they dressed up as the turtles, or did they do a crossover? This is coming from Rob, so I gotta take it as true.
Comics or a cartoon?
I'm thinking something about the cartoon. Rob, drop
I
some
seem to
dates,
remember
buddy.
that.
I'm sure they were probably like, didn't they do like imagination bullshit?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
probably,
did,
probably imagined they were turtles.
Really?
Yeah. So Rob said that's like the theory in Rugrats that Tommy is dead. I never watched Rugrats, so I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. They dressed up as the turtles. It wasn't a crossover.
In the original series, though?
I guess so,
Because
yeah.
the Turtles weren't even animated then yet. That was before the Turtles cartoon and everything.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
And like the comics would have been like kind of brand new back then. So that's interesting. Maybe he must be the more modern version of the Muppet Babies, I would think. I don't know. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe...
I think Muppet Babies might have ran long enough that it overlapped, though.
You think? Yeah? Okay.
I think so. It seems like we did, maybe. I
I
don't know.
don't really remember. Yeah.
No, the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was 1987. Cartoon.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm thinking, I guess, in terms of Canada, but yeah, I think we had it in 88 or 89 by the time it hit here, but yeah.
Yeah, so it would lap over because the Muppet Babies cartoon started in 1984.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sure there's overlap, so they probably just
Okay.
became, yeah.
Interesting. I'd like to see that one. That sounds cool. Maybe I only ever saw the first couple of seasons of that because I might have thought
Grew up.
I might have been like 11.
Yeah.
No,
You realize it was shit?
I mean, I watched it. I liked it.
I love that show, man.
You're testing our friendship here, buddy.
It'll survive. I would like to watch them again, though. So I was disappointed. Like, I was so happy to see all that Muppets content on Disney. And then I was like, okay, I got to give myself a treat and watch that one episode. And I was like, oh, it's not even on here. It's like some new weird crap. But yeah, watching the old Muppet, the old Muppet show has just been awesome to watch those. Like,
Yeah, that's been fun.
Such a blast.
Until they started buckling under and started editing it for content.
Oh yeah.
So luckily, I actually have them all on DVD, so I'm gonna have to burn them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, I'm hardcore, baby. I'm Muppets. I bleed
That's how-
foam.
That's how I roll.
That's all right.
All right. What do we got here?
I am going to buy you a bunch of like Crown Royal bags and velvet dice bags. And we are gonna get rid of whatever that is you got going on there. You gotta stop storing your markers in Lay's chips bags or whatever.
It's going in elbow deep.
This freezer bag is right next to my microphone.
Tom, let's see the diorama. That's looking great. At the start of it, the base.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Getting there. A lot more detail, but
Nah, it's looking good so far.
Thank you, man.
thank you.
Wow.
I'm just gonna say right now, go ahead and put me on the list for orders on that one. That's how we do. That looks awesome.
Do a little test run to see the shadows.
I may have to commission you to do a second one because I want that Gonzo running away from the boulder,
You know, I thought about doing that too.
holding the golden chicken under the arm and just hauling ass from the boulder. That would just be delightful.
You know, I was gonna add to this and have Kermit with the spikes going through his face, you know,
Oh.
like against the wall.
All
But
right.
that happens after this scene, so I was like, I better leave that out.
I know. I'm thinking we could do a 3-stager at this point. Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
Oh shit.
that'd be pretty funny.
So I am excited for next week because finally get to see Spider-Man No Way Home. Or
Oh yeah.
I've been dying to see that one, man.
yeah,
I haven't seen it
it
yet.
comes out on purchase next week on the 16th.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been wanting to see that one a lot.
Well, that one,
Yeah.
that one, I guess, will eventually come to Disney too, right? Like I know that, like Shang-Chi and Eternals and all is already there,
Yeah.
Black Widow and all that.
Yep, it'll be.
Sweet. Yeah, I've been dying to see that one. That was the best part of it. I mean, I kind of enjoyed the second Venom movie, but I enjoyed the end credits.
I haven't
bit
seen that
because
one.
I was like, oh yeah, there's another Spider-Man coming.
I really, really hated that new Venom movie.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, but I also didn't really care for the first one either. Though the first one seemed really good by comparison.
Oh,
See, I watched.
That's not
yeah.
a good. That's not a good. Okay.
Yeah, I watched the first one on the plane once, and I was like, you know what? When you get a movie on a plane, you don't really get to complain about it. Like,
That's fair. Yeah.
whatever. I'm just going to enjoy this movie because I'm not doing anything except worrying about, flying and all the horrible things you think about on a plane. So I'm going to watch a terrible movie instead. And I actually kind of liked it, but
and I'm thinking
there's a
the
lot
less
of
you
stuff
see of
about
it, the
the
better,
Venom movie,
yeah.
the second one, that I was just like, okay. But yeah, overall, it was just, it was just movie night, popcorn, fun, whatever. I didn't really hate it, but I like that end credit scene though, just because it reminded me that I had another Spider-Man to watch.
Right. I watched whatever that last X-Men movie was on the
Not
plane.
Mutants.
No, not that. The actual X-Men movie, whatever the last one was. Like, I watched that on a plane and was like,
You still ask for your money back?
well, I was like, it was a good way to kill 2 hours, I guess.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what happened in that movie. Like, I totally don't remember. But,
Was the last one Dark Phoenix?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was not great. I watched that one recently and I was like, oh, okay.
I'm glad I skipped that one then.
Yeah, it's
The one that pained me the most was the New Mutants, because I'm a New Mutants fan over X-Men fan, and that movie just was.
I agree. Like I I knew better than to be excited, but I was trying to be excited.
Yep.
And
hopeful, yeah.
I honestly, I didn't hate it as much as I thought I would, but I also don't ever feel like I need to watch it again.
Yeah, that's a good way of saying it. I mean, it was one of those like, okay, are we doing a mutant horror show movie, or are we trying to do new? And it never, and I wasn't really surprised that it wasn't good because of all the production hell that it went through.
Oh God, yeah.
And how many delays it had, and it was just like, okay, So, like the only movie actually the last movie I really saw on a plane that I thought was like perfectly viewable for a plane was Ant-Man. It's like, okay, if I'm gonna watch a movie on a 7-inch screen, Ant-Man's the one to be. It seemed fitting.
I didn't hate Ant-Man. I think weirdly, out of all of them, because I had
one.
the least invested in that, I think I enjoyed it the most.
The first one.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hate Ant-Man at all.
Yeah, the first one was enjoyable. I enjoyed it. I mean, plot holes aside. Second one was just like, come on.
I think I liked the second one better, but it felt more like a.
Oh, the second one was
more like a Home Alone movie kind of too.
Yeah, I was like, the second one just should have been, Keystone Cops music laid over top of it. I mean, it would be so just.
Yeah.
I watched on that same flight. I watched the X-Men. I watched the Bumblebee movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the new
Which
one?
honestly, yeah, I was like, of all of these movies, this is the only one that I'm like, yeah, this was okay. At least that that 5 minutes on Cybertron was really cool.
Yeah. Oh no, I agree with that. Of all the Transformers movies, it's the one that doesn't make you retch as hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because it was different than. I mean, it just wasn't Michael Bay, action orgasm on the screen.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible.
Right. Yeah. Just I mean, in the realm of the live action Transformers movies.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
When the bar's that low, it's easy to walk over it. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't absolutely hate it. Like, I stopped watching the Transformers movies after the second one.
Me too.
Yeah. Once Watching My Nuts went to Robot Heaven, I was like, okay, I'm out.
I just hated the way the Transformers look so complicated. You can't even see what's going on half the time.
Yeah.
Well,
when two of them are fighting.
That's the point. It's
Yeah,
that way
I
they
guess
don't
so.
actually have to design the Transformer to transform. They can just throw a bunch of gears and shit on screen.
It was horrible.
Yeah, and that's Michael Bay's of, I'm just going to throw so much shit on the screen that you can't actually follow. And
I had to watch that movie in the front row, and I hate sitting in the front row. And I remember getting to the movie a little bit late because we were waiting for someone to meet up with, or I can't remember how it went down, but we got in there, and it was like the last seats available in the whole place. So it was loud and rowdy. The first was the front row, and it was so close that it was like there'd be a person on the screen talking to another person, and I would have to like turn my head, like I would have to pano vision the whole screen to see. You know what I mean? Like, it was that close, and that made that movie intolerable. Like, I was like, wow, I didn't see a fucking thing in this whole movie. I mean, you'd think that close you'd be able to see more. No, you see much less.
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine watching that movie in the front row.
Oh my God, it was a
Now
nightmare. I
it's
never saw another Transformer movie since, to be honest. I've never seen one since, but I was interested in Bumblebee, though. But, yeah, I haven't seen the others. I couldn't. It was horrible.
yeah, you'd have to be like a gecko to be able to watch that movie in front row. You guys would have to split to different sides.
Didn't they have some kind of Excalibur thing going on in one of those?
Yeah, Rob was actually.
Oh,
I was just reading Rob's post about that. He's like, got sick of Transformers being tied into random historical events.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I do believe they did one where, like Transformer was tied in with Merlin or something. I think.
Why would you do that?
Like the Allspark or something?
Because they did that episode of the cartoon where they end up in King Arthur times or whatever, and like Starscream. Yeah, they get trapped because they're like trying. I can't even remember, but like, I feel like they watched that episode and they were like, I bet we can make this work.
Right?
Yeah. I didn't see that. Of course, I don't even know which one. I was almost tempted to see the one with the Dinobots until I heard the Dinobots were only in it for like the last 5 minutes or whatever.
Oh, and they're awful.
Yeah, so I was like, no, okay, thanks.
How do you mess up Grimlock, man? I mean, that guy's he's gold.
Well, I'll tell you what, they did.
So Rob listed out 2 is the pyramids, yes. 3 was the moon landing, okay.
Oh.
4 was dinosaurs and 5 was King Arthur. Wait, there's only been 5? I thought there was like a bunch of these now.
Oh, I didn't know there was as many as 5. I gave up after the first one.
There's a bunch of them.
Wow.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a lot more. I mean,
I thought there was more than that too.
They all just kind of meshed together, really. So.
Yeah. Just like those designs.
Is Mark Wahlberg in all of them?
I don't know.
No, I think he's only he took over when What's His Nuts left. Right? Like
The crazy actor?
Yeah.
I don't know who's what's
Shia LaBeouf.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Shia LaBeouf. Yeah.
Because then Wahlberg took over. And I know this because I watched Pitch Meeting on YouTube. The Transformers. Yeah. And I remember him talking about Mark Wahlberg and being like, how his character is, and he was like, oh Jesus, of course that's Mark Wahlberg's character. But like, an Optimus Prime is hiding in like a 30-foot cavern underneath the farm that just happened to be there. Because
right.
Every barn's put on top of a 30-foot cavern. I mean, I enjoy the idea of a Transformer trying to hide. I mean, other than their vehicle form, like just trying to hide literally in the environment.
Yeah.
Like seeing Starscream crouch under, behind a rock. But the other 2/3 of him is just sticking out past the rock.
Well, I think that was in the first movie. Somebody was trying to hide Optimus Prime in their backyard. Yeah, that's when I checked out. When he's like, "Oh, my bad," and I was like, "Oh, come on."
I was totally like watching that.
I don't remember that, but okay, I'm sure.
For some reason, I feel like that might have been the second one. I can't remember though, but like, I just remember watching it and being like embarrassed.
Yeah.
Whatever was happening, like I'm like, oh geez. I was embarrassed for Optimus, like he was a real person.
Well, they made him say "my bad."
Exactly.
I was just like, "Oh, come on, man."
Well,
isn't there a scene in the first movie where Optimus is kind of sneaking around the yard, knocking on the window or something?
Yeah,
that's the part, I think.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, yeah.
I'm like, what am I watching?
Rob did mention this, and I need to see if Michael Bay is not part of it, because if he's not part of it, I may get excited for it, or at least interested. But the new one is Beast Wars.
Wow.
And I love the Beast Wars cartoon for, as crappy CG animation as it was. I enjoyed that cartoon because it was like a new take on it, just something different.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm just hoping that it will be different, or detached from Michael Bay.
He'll get his hands on something like Thundercats next, or something like that.
No. J.J. Abrams will continue to destroy our childhoods. Don't worry. Michael Bay is too deep in Transformers. He's going to keep doing his toy commercials. J.J. Abrams is the one that's going to destroy our childhood.
Eventually, somebody's going to grab the old Dungeons and Dragons cartoon and do a live action of that.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
You mean again?
Yeah,
they did that already?
Do I need to remind you of Marlon Wayne's masterpiece?
Oh my god, I forgot all about that.
Oh no, I was thinking of the one that they actually did, where it was a car ad. It was that
Oh right, yeah, I saw
It was a
that.
commercial for I don't know if it was an Austrian car or something like that. I can't remember the make of the car, but
which was better.
But yeah, it was a really super high end version of those characters done in the return of the War Duke is like a cop on Earth. It's whoa, there's so much. It was a beautiful could have been a trailer for a great looking movie. I thought.
Yeah, it was better than any movie being done. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, first off, Alicia's loving your piece you're doing there, Karl.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want you to spill your drink on it before you're finished because I'm going to be pissed off that someone's going to have this on their wall and not me. But,
Does look dope.
Yeah, and Rob has called it, so J.J. Abrams will have to do Thundercats because Thundercats intro has a lens flare.
Oh,
So
yes.
it's destined for an Abrams joint. I think Crack did it, but they did a parody of an Abrams movie. And of course, by the end of the trailer, it's just nothing but just a barrage of lens flares. Yeah. And for me, it's just one of the funniest things I've ever seen because it progressively gets more and more, and it starts using it as a transition to highlight a scene, and before you know it, it's just even the characters know that there are lens flares everywhere. They're reacting to them, and then by the time it's done, it's just an entire screen of lens flares. Barry, what's the YouTube link that you put in there? I don't want to click on it and mess up.
Oh, is it the D&D ad? Maybe.
Oh,
it's fucking amazing.
Oh, awesome.
It's really, really well done.
I'll copy it for later. I don't want to. Yeah, the Renault Quid commercial, perfect, from Brazil. Cool.
Oh, Brazil, right? Yeah.
No, still, yeah, very cool.
Really
Yeah, Rob's saying he's hearing Hasbro's trying to build a cinematic universe crossing Transformers and G.I. Joe. Wouldn't surprise me because,
Yeah, I saw something about that.
Cinematic universe is the golden goose for Hollywood.
Hey, did you want to do a quick 5-minute auction?
Did you have something? I didn't get anything from you. I felt.
No, I didn't send you anything. It just occurred to me now, and I was like, well,
I felt hurt.
let's show it. I can just put it up on the desk here.
Hurt and offended. But yes, let's do one.
All right. Some of you guys may have seen me draw this the other day. I drew this.
Oh,
Swamp
yeah.
Thing
Oh yeah.
with this piece of fish spine. And I don't know how well it'll travel through the mail, but if you wish, and you win this Swamp Thing head, it's 11 by 17. I will also include this piece of fish spine, if that's something you like.
Do that with that. I mean, I love that you can do that with that, but I also hate that you can do that with that.
What did you just decide to do? Swamp Thing on hard mode? So.
That's right.
I'll use a bone.
All right, what are we gonna start this auction at, Mikey?
Let's start it at $40, and it's 11 by 17, and you get this piece of fish spine for free if you want. If it's not your thing, I don't have to send you the piece of fish spine. I'll do it and save it for another drawing another day.
Next time.
It was actually a terrible thing to try to draw with. I'm not going to lie. I've had good luck with other kinds of bones, but for some reason, this one, it just didn't really have a lot of. I mean, maybe it was the way I was using it, but I couldn't get the ink to channel through it the way that I've been able to have success with other, I once used a chicken wishbone or something like that, or turkey wishbone. That was just an amazing little drawing tool.
Can't believe you would misuse a bone. What's wrong with you?
Next time, I say we auction off the item that you drew it with and give the art away for free.
There you go.
Yeah.
14 cents for a fish spine.
What could go wrong?
Yeah. All right, we're already.
I'm just thinking I couldn't draw that with an $80 pen, and he's using a bone.
Shit, I couldn't trace that with an $80 pen.
Show off fast.
Well,
I'd be lucky to trace that with a scanner.
all you got to do is with any kind of drawing tool, all you got to do is test out what kind of marks it can make, and just load those in the memory bank, sort of, and then just I don't know. You can get some interesting.
I don't. Thank you for pretending that I do. All right, we're at 65 from Jay.
All right.
Hey, when is Deep River happening again?
That is in
4
May.
weeks?
I can't remember the exact date. I'm sure Jay can remind us.
Yeah.
I've got 3 shows between now and then, so my head's kind of spinning with dates, but I know it's in May. It's going to be a good time. So, I'll keep that on the screen for a minute.
There it is. May 21st or 22nd. Cool.
Ah, there it is. Yep. It's roughly around the same time as Erica and mine, our 15th wedding anniversary. So
Nice.
Like on the,
Congratulations.
thank you. On the 18th, yeah. So we're gonna maybe do a little bit of a road trip to get to Deep River, and yeah, should be a good weekend. I think there's been a few Comic Cons where Erica has had our anniversary on the same day.
Oh wait,
But-
do you have 2 conventions 2 weeks in a row? You have Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto and then Prince Edward Island. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because Barry put PEIs in 2 weeks. I didn't realize that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, 2 weeks, and Toronto's this coming week, so it's going to be kind of an intense time.
I bet.
Yeah, I gotta get a jump on a couple of projects before I get away because I've kind of turned the trip to PEI is going to have a kind of a day on either side where we'll have a little bit of time to kill and maybe drive around a little bit or see
That'd be
some
nice.
friends or something like that. And it'll be forced relaxation because we've both just been really kind of grinding the last couple of months on projects, and yeah, it'd be good for Erica's looking forward to it as well because we haven't been out that way in so long, and we got so many friends out there that we haven't seen, and we were trying to figure it out. It's been at least 4 years since we were in New Brunswick, or since we were in Nova Scotia. We went up to Cape Breton and did all kinds of cool stuff for the Halifax convention, which is the one that we're returning to this year, of course, in October. So yeah, I'm really excited to be hitting a couple of East Coast shows this year. I was bummed out to hear that the East Coast Comic Expo wasn't going to run this year, but I know it's going to be an amazing time when it does come back in 2023. And yeah, I love it out there, man.
Yeah, I'm excited to go to the
Every time I
Halifax
I'm
show.
one step closer to moving there.
Yeah, Rob saying can't wait to start getting some of you guys stateside. Well, I just want to point out there's only one person on the show tonight that's not stateside.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
Yeah.
the outsider tonight.
I am the outsider. I'm the stranger now.
Ooh.
You stop that othering of the Canadian there, man.
That's right. Get Facebook banned.
Yeah, Barry. In theory, I'll be at HalCon this year.
Yeah, man. HalCon's gonna be a blast. That's a fun. I haven't been to that show, man, in a few years. It's gonna be great. I love Halifax. I just love the whole East Coast. I could go on and on about it. I probably do every week. So one day I'm going to be broadcasting from there because it is where I would like to end up one day for sure. And where we live right now is so outrageously expensive, and it's a case of like for us to move, we need to move very far away to afford what we're paying like for what we got right now. Because it's just we're near enough to Toronto that it's kind of ridiculous. And we've got really low rent because I've been here a long time, but the other apartments in this building are going for twice what I'm paying now because I've been here so long. My rent's only gone up a little bit each year, but like their starting rate for empty apartments in this place is twice what I'm paying right now. So they can't wait for me to move. They're gonna love it when I move out of here.
All right, sold out. Jay got it. 6'5".
Jay got it?
Yep.
Oh, sweet. Right on, Jay. Excellent. I will put that in the mail. And if you want the fishbone, just let me know, and I'll send that too.
Jay, just pop in the message if you want them fish bones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alicia said she was cleaning out her shed and found an entire spine, and she thought of you. Like, whoa, okay. I'm hoping the art side, not the bone collector side.
They're art tools, man. That's what I tell the police.
That's what I tell the police, yeah.
I needed this femur bone for my art.
Yeah, this is for the big swaths that I do.
These are finger bones. Yeah, I need those. I need them.
Phalanges.
I need them. Just step away. I need them.
I need those. Those are my stamps. I'd make I'd probably, if I had something like that, I'd probably make them into like stamps, like little chops. So you could stamp out a graphic or a pattern or something like that. I don't know why we're talking about this stuff, guys. Honestly.
We weren't. You were. Yeah, we had moved past it.
You just kind of went on.
You went on your own little thing there.
Yeah, you're the one that became Fox Mulder all of a sudden. Fucking maniac.
I'm gonna get Facebook banned.
Yeah.
The RCMP will come.
You're gonna get FBI banned.
That's right. You're gonna have no fly. These pieces are really looking awesome, guys.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, sir.
Oh no, thank you. I get the easy job. I get to drink and press buttons, literally.
That's what I'm doing.
But you're not drinking, so you're working a little harder than I am. Rob said an X-Files Muppet crossover would be amazing.
Right?
So who would be Fluke Man?
I was about to say, it's like everybody would be doing Fluke Man or Tombs.
Yep.
That would be the only thing everyone would do. They've already crossed him with Transformers, TMT, and The Crow. Wait, what are you talking about? The X-Files did that?
Really?
I don't know. Maybe I'm missing part of it. Hang on.
The X-Files doing Transformers?
That would
be great.
Could you imagine how? I mean, Mulder would pass out from all the blood going to his boner. He would just lose his fucking aliens that are robots, that are cars and planes.
They've been hiding here on Earth for 1,000 years.
Yeah. He'd wake up in a hospital with like 3 IVs stuck into him. You lost so much liquid.
You okay, Ronald? What's up, bud?
Then you found out they took his sister to Cybertron.
Oh no, because then he would just start beating up Transformers. Where's my sister? Where's my sister? Because anytime he ever met an alien in the show, he just immediately went into beast mode.
Right.
Yeah, where's my sister? Like riding on top of Optimus, just pounding on his skull. Thong. Oh, speaking of PEI nerds, hey Charles, what's up, buddy? You just missed the PEI conversation.
You all right, dude? My cat just went bananas. I don't know why.
Uh-oh.
Because it's a cat.
Yeah, I guess that's why.
That's true. That kind of explains it.
Kind of weird for Bear, though. He's usually the quiet one. He just came down and started yakking like he doesn't even talk that much. And then he just started running around like nuts, and then he just ran upstairs, and he's at this. I don't know what's going on, man.
It's funnier for me because I'm imagining that it sounded exactly like you just did.
Rama, though, has got the voice usually. Bear, he's got a tiny little like whisper of a voice, so hearing him chat like that is really kind of different. But although he does this when he wants a treat or something like that, he has this siren like call that he does, which just it's the perfect frequency to just drill pain into my cerebral cortex. And but Rama's the guy with the voice. Like he gets bugged out by something, and he'll come running down the stairs, and he'll just be like, no. It's the craziest thing. Wish I could get that on film.
I would never sleep again if I had a cat that sounded like that.
It's like a hollow, echoey, like
No.
It's really weird.
Take the house, I'm moving out.
So Linda had to chime in, and that's just really disturbing. So I had to look them up again to get the visual. She says the X-Files Muppets. She was like the Peacock family.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I remember they were kind of like the Hills Has Eyes type inbred thing. I couldn't remember what they looked like. But yep.
That's like one of my favorites.
Oh man.
They ran that episode and then didn't run it for years.
I don't think I remember that one.
Oh, it's pretty dark.
Oh, it's bad.
That was kind of.
The sheriff's name is Andy Taylor.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was trying to remember what the meta joke on that one was. That's what it was. That was early on too, right? That was like season 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
Oh, season 4, episode 2, home. Okay. Charles, the PEI nerd, came in with it. Nerd.
Nerds.
So is Charles joining you guys at PEI Con? I don't know what it's called.
I don't know. I don't know if he's tabling there or what. It'd be cool to see him though. That's for sure.
I know he usually brings one of his girls, if not both.
Yeah.
Charles, you gonna go, buddy? You gonna
I hope so.
Sign some extinction books. Now he's being shy. Don't talk to me. No. He has nothing to sell but his body. Hey, it's a Comic-Con. You might make some bucks, son.
Yeah, I remember he brought me a copy of World Reader to sign the first time I met him, and introduced himself. And he's the guy obviously who did all the trade dress stuff and graphic design on the Aftershock books. And I was like, wow, like this is awesome. I haven't even seen this comic before, and like it was really cool.
Yeah, he's kind of a fanboy. He does that shit. Oh, he's gonna pop by on Saturday. Cool.
Awesome.
See, when you have him captive, convince him to do a Lego night with us.
Oh yeah, no, that would be wicked.
I already told him I would buy the supplies because I'm gonna do it. You know, I'm paying him to build a Lego. I want to do a Lego night.
That'd be fun.
My girlfriend runs a Lego shop too, selling crazy parts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Well, shit.
Oh, she's so hard in the Lego. Yeah, she loves them.
Ah.
It's a sweet hookup.
So yeah, now we're all buying my stuff from. But yeah, there's been some Lego stuff I've been wanting to get, but I'm always late to the game. Because by the time I see that it's out, it's already sold out. I'm like, damn it. Because I haven't seen the movie yet, but the new Lego Batmobile.
Oh,
fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
I came very close to buying that today.
Had I seen it, I would have bought it. Yeah.
I kept telling myself, like, well, I should see the movie first. Maybe I won't care after I see it. I know it's bullshit, but you know.
Because you'll probably like the Lego more than the movie. You never know.
Yeah.
Charles, if you ever see Charles on camera, his basement his office, all the Lego he has in the back is just spectacular. He's got some cool sets. And he got paid by the government to do I think the City Hall building.
Really?
Yeah, he designed it and did it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No kidding.
Charlottetown?
Yeah. I want to say City Hall or whatever the equivalent would be or something like that. Charles, correct me on what I'm wrong on that one. But it was pretty dope. It was pretty big. I think it might
awesome.
I think it might still be on display too.
Huh.
It was a couple of years back. But yeah. Oh, Province House?
Okay, right on.
Okay, so what's that equivalent of in, real terms? Is that like the governor's mansion or
In real terms? Real American terms. The only one.
when you're talking about real people.
Yeah, you're on the outside in. Come on, buddy, help us out.
Well, to be honest with you, that was one that Charles would have to answer for you because I Haven't spent enough time in PEI to know, because I don't know that we have one of those here, unless we do. But
So apparently, it is the womb of Canada. It is literally the birthplace of Canada.
right, of course.
Yeah, and Robin is saying something about my roots. This is not a dye job, baby. This is legit. This is real. This is my Steel Panther look.
Yeah, it works terrifyingly well.
Oh, it was a good wig, and this was a cheap wig, but
You know what's weird? I can't see your camera. Like,
oh no, I don't have it on Skype tonight.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about something like that was happening right now.
Oh no! You weren't here for the first '80s night, so when we do '80s, I have a theme. I transport back to the '80s, the glory days. Although I never had hair like this, I would have killed to have hair like this in the '80s.
Yeah, I think I tried to have hair like that in the 80s and ended up with a haircut like Murderface. Especially if I put a comb through it. It instantly turned into that weird little Gene Simmons fro, you know, that smooth dome style fro that he had in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
No, I had I had a mohawk, and one night I fell asleep early, and over at a friend's house, and as a joke, his sister permed my hair.
Oh man.
So I didn't really fall asleep. I more passed out. But I will scan a picture of it. It was one of the fun. I kept like, fuck it, let's do this. So I had a permed mohawk for like a month.
Oh my god.
And school pictures were like 2 days later. I was like, no, we're gonna do this. So I was like a mix between Rancid and Oats.
Wow.
John
Oates and Rancid. That was the look I was sporting for my picture.
Wow. Yeah, the last time I did have long hair at one point, but it was 5 or 6 years in the making, because basically what you just described is how my entire head looks after I shave my head and just let it grow naturally out. There's like 2 years of super almost perm like afro, and then it goes to like, you know, it eventually just starts going up, and then it just goes up and up forever until it eventually submits to gravity and falls. But that's about a 5 or 6 year process. But by the end of it, I look like, you know, like a shaggy red lion man. But but yeah, it was a long time getting there. I would very often just give up and go for the mullet for a time.
Yeah, I could not do long hair because I had too many cowlicks, so it just always looked weird. So, yeah, I always had the very short or just shaved it down.
Yeah.
I had long hair when I was younger, and then I shaved my head the first time, like when I was, I don't know, like maybe 12 or 13, and then like I just couldn't grow my hair back out because, you know, I hated that like that phase in your hair where it's just nothing is gonna look right.
Yep.
Yeah, that in between point. Yeah.
And now I have long hair. And I have long hair because I'm like, I don't want to go through the awkward phase of growing it back.
Yeah. You've achieved it. Lock it in. Yeah, I couldn't go through it again. I often think that I could, but like, you know, I don't do well in the heat. And when you start to get that much hair, and the hair is so thick, like it's just ridiculous. And so after like year 2, before it starts to like, you know, before I get to a place where I can actually tie it back, it's just terrible. It's just like the heat is out of control. I couldn't survive. Especially it's hotter now than it was back then too. So I couldn't go through 2 summers of that. Now I'm sure it'd kill me.
And you don't want to compete with that glorious beard.
Well, the beard is mostly illusion, held together by willpower and dreams. At this point, it's in pretty bad shape, if I'm honest. And I don't think it's grown in a long time. It gets kind of raspy and wispy on the ends, but it's been losing it's turning white also, but it's losing all of its structural integrity, I think. But it's sort of. It's a reflection of the earth, maybe, I don't know, but yeah.
Stopped growing at some point, and it exists now just to maybe drive my wife nuts because I won't do anything with it.
Yeah.
And it's totally starting to get gray and stuff in it too.
I thought about taking mine off and starting over again, but I'd go through about a 3 or 4 month period where I wouldn't be able to draw because I'm sure that my drawing abilities is somehow tied to my beard in a Samson-like way. I'm not really sure, but I've always kind of felt that, and it weirdly, it weirdly happened like that once. I shaved my beard off in 2010. That was the last time I shaved.
Oh, 1 second, fellas. Karl needs to humble brag real quick.
Oh,
try to get that picture out of the glare, son.
Oh, wow. He was like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh no, he had some glorious hair when he was.
Oh
in college.
damn! Look at that.
Yeah. I've seen several.
Drag that out of the bedroom.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
Well done.
Several pictures of his college days.
Oh, I was looking at you, Stefan. You came up in my window with that blonde wig on.
No. Look at Carl's screen. Carl's screen's more.
Now I see it. That's cool. That's some hair. That'd make John Bon Jovi jealous.
Yeah. Mine grows really fast. That took about 2.5, 3 years.
Fuck you.
So it ain't what it used to be.
Charles says he wished that photo was in his bedroom. Let's scan it and make it into a poster.
No.
Let's bring back Tiger Beat.
Oh, I have way too much hair on my chest for Tiger Beat, man. I have way too much hair all over me for Tiger Beat.
Hey, you should auction off the photo.
So, all right, we'll start up a new one called Bear Beat then.
It took on a whole other.
Oh, yeah. I know what I said. I mean it.
Right.
Pardon me a moment.
So, when you get back, let me know. I had to ask you about your art.
Oh, I'm not able to see the comments. Did Jay say he wanted a fishbone?
Oh, he's gonna DM you.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
I could always bring it in person when I'm going.
That's probably why he's gonna DM you. I'm guessing.
I'm thinking, yeah. I did one last year, 2 years ago, the Swamp Thing, or no, I think I did the creature. With a piece of fish spine that I found, and I mailed it to the customer out west, and yeah, when it arrived, she said that one of the long tines had kind of broken off, so it was kind of a bummer. I had it packed as well as I could. It was difficult because the piece was so large. It was bigger than you could get envelopes for, so I had to I had one of those really humongous hard mailers that I put it in, but I did kind of pad I put it in, kind of padded it up and stuffed it in the side, but it was just too much pressure on it. I guess it snapped.
Sorry, Charles is still responding to Carl's photo. He's gonna hide it between the mattresses and wait for his wife to find it. Oh shit. So, have you guys watched the new Viking show on Netflix?
It's on my list.
Ah.
We were finishing up a series that we were watching on Prime, Versailles,
Okay.
which actually had Athelstan from the original Viking series as King Louis. And I thought it was pretty good, but the ending was incredibly disappointing, and I was kind of like, "Fuck this show, man!" That was 2 weeks ago. But yeah, the Vikings one's up next.
I'm only one episode in. I just started it. It's like, I had to start 2 shows because I made promises. That one, and then Our Flag Means Death. Is that?
Yeah, I was about to bring that up. Yeah, I just started that.
I can't wait to get off with you guys so I can go back to watching that. Vikings was good. But that's the show I want to finish.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. But I need to watch it to see if it's something that Charles's daughter can watch with Charles.
Ah.
Yeah. So I haven't figured out yet. Like, okay, what's the age limit on this one? So far, it hasn't crossed any lines. It hasn't crossed any lines.
Not that bad.
Yeah. As I said, it hasn't crossed any lines I wouldn't say a kid couldn't watch. But whether a kid would get all the jokes or not, it's different. But so.
It's a comedy or sort of
comedy adjacent, I call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's like the way Jojo Rabbit had funny moments.
Okay, gotcha. So not funny at all, but hilarious in moments.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I only watched 1 episode so far, so I don't know.
I mean, it's pretty solidly a comedy, but it kind of weaves in and out of various things. I guess I'm up to wherever it's at, which is like 3 or 4 episodes.
Oh, is it released weekly? I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah. Which I didn't realize at first either, and then when I found out, I was kind of angry, because I was in at that point. I was like, oh, I want to keep watching this.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think we have to blame Disney for that one, because prior to that, everything was dropped all at once for binging, and then
Right.
Disney started the weekly release, and I think everyone else was like, oh, we could do this weekly. Make sure.
I mean, it's the smart way to do it.
Oh yeah, if you want to keep people with their memberships, yeah. But Netflix still is doing the all at once, so. And quite honestly, I was about to get rid of Netflix until they dropped Disenchantment a couple weeks ago, and then now the Vikings.
Yeah.
Just when I was about to get rid of it, boom. And then Ozark's coming back, so guess they'll get my money for a little bit longer.
Yeah, we started the new season of Ozark. Like, it's one of those that, like, I didn't even realize that they had added a new season. Like, my wife said something, and I was like, oh, I had no idea this was a thing.
I think I've only seen the first 2 seasons of that, and I loved it. Yeah, I found it very stressful though. I found it was
super stressful.
Watch, like 2 or 3 in a row. Like I get like, nope, enough for me.
And it only gets more stressful. It's like every season it just gets more and more stressful.
Oh yeah. Like if it doesn't end like The Shield ended, I will be very disappointed.
Right.
Yeah, like it should not end clean. Like, I don't need to see the main character death, but I need to know that the main characters are not going to get out happily.
It is very much on track for that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because there's no way
the beginning of the first episode, I was like, what the fuck's going on? Like, it was just like, I'm like, is this the end at the beginning, or is this like something I just totally wasn't paying attention? Like, I have no idea.
Yeah, so I will have to. I didn't realize the new Ozark started. I thought it was about to start. So yeah, I am way behind.
I want to say that part of that might be because they dropped it at the same time as something else that everybody went nuts about, and it just kind of got completely overlooked because of that.
As we suddenly grow into quiet contemplation.
Yeah. Well, we are at the 10 o'clock mark, so I didn't realize.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Damn. All right.
Yeah.
Time flies.
This goes really fast, this one. Well, this was fun.
Yeah, time flies when you're way behind. Yeah.
Seriously. It's no joke.
Well, it was more fun than I thought it would be. I actually had really no idea until about an hour before the show. Eric was like, "You gotta come up with something," and I'm like, "I know." Doesn't have to be movies, though. I guess it's just 80s. It could be my favorite cartoon.
Well, that's what I was saying. Yeah, it's all 80s. 80s is total
This isn't
grab bag. Yeah.
This is my favorite cartoon, but it was one that I liked a lot.
What would be your favorite?
G.I. Joe Muppets crossover would be really funny. There's lots of the G.I. Joe characters are so much fun to draw. A lot of them. And...
Yeah, I guess I could have did Transformers. I don't really exactly know how that would have worked, but
Yeah, Transformer Muppets would be a challenge.
That would be, yeah.
now I want to figure it out. Like I totally want to do
I know.
it.
I'm already thinking.
Well, we do have the Transformer night coming up later in the year.
Oh,
So
yes.
I think you are on that one, right? Yes, you are. You were the first one to sign up for it.
Yeah.
I was excited.
So you can always bring it there, or just go straight Transformers.
Like for all of the I don't want to overstep or anything. I didn't care about that one.
Yeah,
I
you
was
threw
like-
elbows to get in the first round of that. He was erasing names off the list. No.
Like people were signing up, and I was sitting there holding the backspace button.
Yeah, just delete. Yeah. Wait, all 4 artist lists are Kelly.
My show.
I understand.
I just have that many ideas.
And of course, Charles had to bring in Michael Bay's Transformers. No real Transformers. Well, if someone wants to bring it, they can bring Michael Bay's Transformers. I guess they could just throw a bunch of paint on the, canvas and say, there, mid transform, or just do robot balls right there.
Oh, was that something he did?
Well, that was like
Oh God, yeah.
in one. I guess it was the second movie. I don't know. It was one because I only watched 1 or 2. I can't remember. But at one point, John Turturro is giving his location, and he says, "I'm underneath the robot's scrotum" or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And you see because it was a Destructicon, maybe, I guess. I forget. I don't remember. But he had wrecking balls, and literally they were balls at that point.
Oh, God.
Oh, because.
Yes.
Grimace.
That's right. Oh, Grimace would be fun. He's technically a Muppet.
crossover night.
He's technically a Muppet.
True. Oh, I think another one I threw out when my wife was kind of trying to help me was it's like I could do Labyrinth. Basically, just
exactly.
swap out Muppets.
Yeah. When I was talking to Mike about it, the first thing that came to mind, I was like, wait, no, that's I guess not technically a crossover. It's just Muppets. And I'm not going to say no to it because that would be awesome.
Doing something from the Dark Crystal would be fun.
That would be awesome too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck it. It's a Muppet. Anything Muppet of an adult age is awesome.
Right.
Yep.
But just clarifying, because I don't want anybody loopholing Muppet babies in this bullshit.
Gotta keep it real.
So the Transformer night's in June. Hopefully Kelly can hold off till then, but yes.
I guess.
You gotta do what you gotta do, right? I mean, we may have to change, because right now, May 21st, no one has signed up for. So I may have to change the theme of that one.
What is that one?
It was mullets.
Mullets.
So any character that has a mullet, so like night.
I'll I'll do that
Nightwing,
one.
Nomad, Rogue, Superman, Longshot.
Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt is long shot.
Mullet crossover night. It has to be two guys
Perfect.
from mullets with two different properties combined together.
Oh my god, that would be fucking fantastic.
When is the mullet thing?
May 21st.
I'll do that. That's it's close to my birthday. That's what I'll do for that.
I think MacGyver had a mullet, didn't he?
Oh, MacGyver. Yep, that's another
Yeah.
one. Yeah. And then I guess technically MacGruber as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna talk.
Billy
about,
Ray Cyrus.
I'm gonna talk. I'm so glad I'm not on camera at the moment. Jesus Christ.
Oh, you are.
Fuck hell. Yep. Oh man. Yeah. Okay. See, you guys are starting to see where Mullet Night could come in handy here.
It sounded like a good time to me.
Oh fuck.
I want to do the Joe Dirt long shot.
That is just spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got your whisker do's, you got your whisker don'ts.
I mean, you could do Joe Dirt is basically any of the mullet.
Yeah, you just gotta give him those back.
Joe Dirt is Nomad.
Yep. Oh my god.
Wasn't there didn't Spider-Man, like the clone guy, have a mullet at some point?
Oh,
Or am I just making
Ben
that
Reilly
up?
or whatever?
Riley?
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, you could. I mean, if you look at comic books from the '90s, there is an ass ton of them that had mullets. You just,
Cyclops
we
during
forgot
the
about them. Yeah.
during the Age of Apocalypse, he had a mullet.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's why I thought, okay, this one would be a lot of fun to do. And they're like, damn, no. I mean, because like,
I'm in. I'll do it.
You may have to have more than one mullet night.
well, we'll see who signs up for Carl. Should I put you for mullet night?
Sure.
Oh, with such enthusiasm.
I got a raging headache right now. It's developed over the evening.
Well, it's probably because of the amount of sugar and alcohol you had in that one drink.
But that's right by my birthday too. That'd be the 13th.
Yep. Oh, Jesus. All right, guys. Well, it is now 10:06.
Yeah, I should go.
Yeah. So we will wrap it up for the evening. So,
All right, guys.
yeah, thank you everybody for being here, both sides of the stream.
Yes.
So, it gives the guys time tomorrow to finish their work. We will post the auction starting around noon Eastern, and they'll run through Monday night, 7 p.m. Similar to the last week's. So, hey, Mikey! Hi.
Hello.
Again, thank you everybody for being here. Thomas, Mike, Carl, Kelly. Fantastic evening. These things are looking great. And we will talk to everybody next week.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, everyone.
See ya.
All right, y'all take care.
Have a good night.